Start record. Great. So let us begin. Welcome to day 3, and yes, so we are back with a bang, and lots of fun yesterday and day before yesterday. Today also we are going to have fun, but again I will tell you this training session is also going to be 3.5 hours. I know many of you have work in between. You have to go for some emergency. No worries. Just be there till 1:15. I hope we will be able to finish off by then. Fatima, anyone, if you want to go with the junior, you have to leave this room and you have to go there in the junior session. And if you want to stay with the adult one, you can stay with the adult one as well. Your choice, absolutely.
And what if I want to do both?
If you want to do both, what you can do is you can choose, as of now, you can choose any one. And then you can go ahead, check in your teacher's handbook. Both the demos are given.
All right. Okay.
Yes, exemplary videos for the junior as well as the adult is given.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Still 37 people in the breakout room, not assigned. Give me a second, teachers. I need to inform the team. So this is not the final decision you are taking, teachers. It's just for observation purpose. Okay. You can observe the junior demo as well. You can observe the senior demo, the adult demo as well. So it's not like you are choosing as of now, right? You will be given time to choose whatever age group you would like to choose after you are onboarded. So this is not the final decision that you are taking. Okay. Great. Okay, so let's start. Remember the success formula, both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video. I told you SparkX video we'll be discussing on day 4, right? Great. Basic norms you already know. Please stay hydrated, keep your beverages by your side, and just stay energetic while the session is going on. And today we are going to observe an adult class. Then we are going to have a break. After the adult class is over, the breakout room will merge. Okay. And then we will be learning about art of giving feedback, mock evaluations, and then the final will be the closing. So today I'll be telling you about the mock evaluations. Okay. Great. May I please ask Shaheen to please unmute herself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning, Shaheen. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning to you too.
Good morning. Okay. Can you read these two objectives for me today?
Yes, ma'am. Observe an adult or junior demo and identify enabling teacher actions. B. Master the skill of giving evidence-based feedback.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for reading that out for me. Now, we are going to view the grown-ups demo session. Most of the parts are same. So if we divide yesterday, what were the 5 parts in which we divided the demo session? Can anybody write in the chat section? What were the 5 parts in which we divided the senior demo session? Context setting, wonderful. Swati, it is context setting. No worries, that's okay. It's just a terminology. So, and the second one, introduction to PS skills, absolutely. Okay, no, high note was how to build relationships. Speech delivery, third. This shows you have at least viewed the PPT, the demo PPT for the seniors. Speech delivery, writing speech. Yes, number 4 was writing speech. And final showcase. Wonderful. Great. Thank you so much. All of you have, this is what is called teamwork. Everyone is writing one answers. That's very nice. Very good. Shraddha, how assigned senior junior demo, why dividing? Because you are going to view either the senior demo or the junior demo, not the senior. I'm so sorry. Senior demo session we have already done yesterday. Today we are going to view either the adult one, the grown-up one, or we are going to view the junior one. So you can choose any one of them. It's not a final decision that you are making for Planet Spark. In case if you want to join junior, you'll have to leave the room. There is a leave room option. You'll land back in the main room, and then you can be assigned to the junior room. Okay. Let's begin. So yesterday I also told you that the grown-up sessions or the grown-up demo sessions can be divided into 2 categories. One category is the basic English and second is the presentation skills. Okay, so here we are going to discuss the most technical ones because basic English demo. Okay, I'll share the teacher's handbook once again with you. 1 second. Give me a few minutes. I'll just find it out. Yeah, I got it. So this is your teacher's handbook. If you can see those teachers who are having questions, no? See, there is in the demo related sources, you will see the presentation for junior, senior, grown-up basic English and grown-up presentation skills is already given. Even for the exemplar video, even for each level, the exemplar videos are also given. I'm so sorry. Okay. I hope now there is no confusion. So in case if you are viewing, so grown-ups, you can view here. In case if you want to view the junior one, you can view the junior one as well. The training video for the junior demo session is also given and the classroom video is also given. Both of them you can watch. Okay. Come on, let's go back to our presentation. Now, in case if you want to join the junior one, you can leave this room and then join the junior room. If you want to come to the adult one, you can stay here. Now, similarly, as we just now wrote in the chat section that the senior demo had 5 different parts. So the demo session is how long is it? Can anyone say? Aarti, you can unmute yourself. How long is the senior demo session? Any demo session?
Hi, this is Aarti. And my opinion, the senior demo session would be of 1 hour.
Absolutely. So the demo session, full demo session is of 1 hour. And these 5 parts that we are discussing, how much time will that take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, wonderfully said. Yeah, 10 minutes or even lesser than that. So we can cover this within 40 to 45 minutes. We'll try to cover these 5 parts, which I showed, right? So similarly, in the grown-up demo, yes, thank you so much. That's the correct answer. The full demo is of 1 hour. It may extend for 5 to 10 minutes, but that is something which might happen later on. Try to finish off within 60 minutes. And the first 40 minutes when we are interacting with the child, we are communicating with the learner, the context setting, the introduction of the PS skills, then there was speech writing, then writing of the speech and the final showcase. All those 5 things, sorry, speech delivery and writing the speech, all those 5 parts will be covered in the first 40 to 45 minutes of the class, right? Similarly, now adult demo session also has 5 parts. very similar to the senior demo. Few things are very different, a little different. First one, same context setting. Second one, introduction to PS skills, just the game would be probably a little different. Let's see. Number 3 is another game, which is unlock homes. And 4 is creating presentation and not speech. And finally, it's a final showcase. Okay, let me read the chats. Yes, 40 to 45 minutes. Great, great, great. Okay. Rest for the feedback and the parent-teacher interaction. Absolutely, Megha. Thank you so much. So let's start with the context setting. This will also again take 15 minutes. Let's view. Please give me a second. I'll share this now. Is it visible to everyone?
Hello, hi Priyas. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Hi, Ishita. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think we'd spoken on phone also earlier, right? Like, I'm so glad that you could take out time for the session
Yeah.
today.
Sure.
So, Priyas, I see you've joined from your phone. So before we begin, can I please request you to actually join from a laptop device?
Actually, my brother is using my laptop, so I don't have a laptop. We have only one laptop at home,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll be able to join with mobile.
Got it. Is your brother attending any meeting or call from your laptop?
I'll have to check, but I don't think he'll be giving me laptop anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if you can just go and check? Actually, it would be so much better if we do the class on the laptop, because there would be a lot of slides that I would be showing you, and you'll have to read these slides aloud. We will be sort of preparing for a presentation, so there would be a lot of work involved. And overall, also, like all our classes would also be on a laptop, so you'll be able to experience it better. So don't worry, I'm waiting only. Maybe you can just go and check that whether your brother would be able to give you laptop right now or not. So yeah.
I'll just go and check, but I'm sure he won't give it right away. It will
Okay.
take some time.
Oh,
I'll still go and check with him once.
Sure. And don't worry, if we need to reschedule, we can reschedule also. Do not worry. But I would definitely want you to join from a laptop. Don't worry. Go
Okay.
take a minute. Go and check. And like I'll wait for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Bhavika and Renuka, senior demo observation was already done on day 2. This is not the senior one. This is the grown-up one, adult. Okay, above class 12. No, this is not class 12, within class 12. This is above class 12. This is the grown-up demo. And Renuka, enter this room. Anywhere, whichever you feel like. Renuka, I'll just unmute you. 1 second. Yes, Renuka. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I've been waiting since 10. So where I need to join? Like, I think, am I in the right room or
You are in the adult room. There is no right room, no wrong room. No problem.
Okay.
Don't worry. We have just started. This is yesterday we viewed the senior demo session, right? Senior
Okay.
demo means class 4 to 12.
Correct. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Now today we are having junior, which Divya Lakshmi ma'am is taking in another breakout room, and I am taking the adult demo, which is above class 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm comfortable with that, I can be here, right?
If you are comfortable with this, you can stay here. If you are not, if you want to go to the junior demo, you can just leave this. You will land up in the main room and then you can join the junior one.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So I want to be here only then.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. You want both? Both, if you want, you can go ahead and check in the teacher's handbook. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You're back.
Hi, Ishita.
Yes. Hi, Priyas.
Yes. So sorry, but the fact is I checked with my brother. He's not on the call or something. But the
Okay.
battery of the laptop is so dead, and I
Okay.
don't have charging near me anyway. it's okay with phone. I'm fine with the phone. Let's do it on the call itself.
Okay, so it's okay. You can also move to some other place. See, like I'll share that why am I asking? I know you would be like, why is Ishita asking you again and again to join from a laptop? But it would be just a better experience for you. And whenever we are going to check for any service or a product, you always want to see and get the best experience of the same, right? So I do not want that like due to just from being from a phone that our experience should be hampered in any way. So if you could just like go to the other room where there is a charging point, do not worry, I'll wait for you. You can take easily 2 to 3 minutes set up for yourself. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay, let me check. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's okay. You can drop off from your phone and then join again.
Got it. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Priyas, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just a second.
Oh, okay. I could just see the virtual background. That's why. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I know it might have been a bit of trouble, but I'm sure I can promise you that you would have a great experience also now. You'll be able to make the most of this session. Yeah. It just helps to be on the bigger screen. I can also see you properly. You'll be able to see the slides properly and read out properly. So yeah, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so allow me to start sharing my screen. Are we all set up? All good? Have you connected your laptop with the charger?
Yes, I have arranged somewhere.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Okay. Great. Okay. So yeah, so this was something that we have already done. That we always want our learners to join from laptop because the demo's experience is best. The experience is best from a laptop device. And yeah, I hope that you have a quiet environment around you, less no distractions, so that you can focus completely.
Yes. So this part was, now I want to ask you for certain questions. First question from my side is, what did you see the teacher doing differently in her actions from the child's demo yesterday that we saw, from the senior demo session which we saw yesterday? What was different? How was her actions? How were her actions different, and what was similar? Yes, Charlene, right? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, that's correct.
Great.
So today, while she was definitely smiling and she was encouraging to the student, her tone was a little less excited than yesterday because of course her energy matched the energy of her student. So if it was a child yesterday, it would have been a little more upbeat, a little more excited, but here she's talking like she's talking to a normal adult. So that is the difference.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Charlene. Megha, what do you think was similar? What was the similarity in both the demos? Please unmute yourself.
I've done that. Hi, good morning.
Yes. Hi, good morning.
I observed that the similarity was she was very persistent for the use of laptop. That was one thing, that she wanted the person to join from the laptop, and she explained how the demo works better on a laptop. And apart from that, the second thing was that despite the person not, he was not very ready to use the laptop, she was persistent that you better find the viewpoint, charging point or something, because she explained about how the overall experience would be better. So that was the similarity.
Great, wonderful, great. Did she insist for both the parents here?
No, of course not. Of course not. He's an adult, he's the paying party, so not required.
Absolutely. So here the stakeholder is the learner himself.
The learner, yes.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Megha. So yes, these are some of the things that were different as well as similar in both the demo session that we viewed. So what happened here in the context setting, the teacher introduced the child. First, she has set expectations. So this was the first part where the teacher has to set expectations, because most of the times you will see that over the phone, of course, slot confirmation call, these things can be cleared out, from yesterday's demo. But sometimes it might also happen that over the phone, the conversation was something else. But when you join in the class, something else happens. So in that case, you might have to set the expectations. Yes. Someone wanted to say something? Okay, great. So what did the teacher do when the learner kept saying that he can't join from laptop? As Megha said, and Charlene also mentioned that she tried to constantly tried to be assertive and polite and tell the learner that we really need a laptop because of such kind of reasons. She enumerated all the reasons for which the laptop might be required, and especially because it is a presentation. Presentations cannot be done without a laptop. Do you think so? Without a system or a laptop, can you do it? Right? It's very difficult. Moreover, the slides that will be shown to an adult, he needs to understand since he is an adult. For a child, still the technicality is a little less. For the adult, it is much more than that. So for the adult has to understand that these things can be only done on laptop. Yes, she convinced for a laptop. She politely insisted. Great, wonderful. Okay, so she explained the purpose for a better experience, visibility of slides. She gave the options for doing it at some other time also. So it was not like she was rushing through. She did not want to. 1 second, there are still people in the breakout room. I don't know why. Yes. So she explained the purpose. Then she gave options for doing it some other time if the laptop is not available at all. And she gave time to the learner by reiterating, it's okay, take your time. Because once we are already in the demo, I know the demo is of 1 hour. Okay, teachers, here I would like to take your attention, please. You might be telling me that, ma'am, the demo is of 1 hour. If we extend it, our next demo might get affected because of that. So these conversations might take time. I agree with that. It might stretch your number of minutes that you are spending with the child. But tell me, what is more important? Is it not important to have quality conversation with the learner? Making sure that this demo gets converted into an enrollment, and just taking it for the sake of taking, I think quality is more important, right? And secondly, you have few options in the slides which you think once you get used to it, you will see that there are few things where you can cut short explanations. Like in yesterday's demo, you must have remembered there was a long explanation of the EPL approach. You can cut short that. Okay, you can give the parent and the child like 2.5 minutes time or 3 minutes time. Within 3 minutes or 2 minutes, you have to convince the parent. So you can set a time limit so that your extra time is not wasted or extra time is not put in. So that's very important. The next demo, you don't need to reschedule. You can just call up the parent and you can tell this parent also, ma'am, can I take 2 minutes of yours? I'll just tell the other parent to wait for another 5 to 10 minutes. It's okay. We can have that personal rapport. We can have those personal conversations as well with the parent. So what we can do is, I usually do it. I text the other parent that my previous demo is taking a little bit of time. Will it be okay if I can join 5 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later? Yes, it might give a feel that you are not punctual, but make them understand that in case if it is required for you, I might also give some extra time to you as well. Okay, but we will always try. The first try should be, let's complete it on time. Okay. Now this is part B of the context setting. Let's
Okay. All right. So yes, so welcome Priyas. Welcome officially to your first Planet Spark class about delivering a stellar presentation. Okay, so Priyas, what do you think a stellar presentation means?
I have no idea.
Okay. What do you think the word presentation is about? Like, have you heard about presentations or given any presentations in the past?
I have given presentations. I know about presentations. Whenever you are willing to deliver an idea to someone in a much more graphical sense, or in a sense that everyone can understand easily, that is something that is a presentation.
Perfect, perfect. Absolutely correct, Priyas. And what do you think the word stellar means?
well structured, maybe. I'm just venturing a guess. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, no worries. So yes, so it definitely means something that is really, really good, right? Like something that is amazing. So today, my promise to you is that towards the end of this class, you will be able to deliver a stellar presentation. That means a remarkably well structured and really good presentation on a topic that you will be choosing. Okay,
Got it.
so that's why we are here today. And let me quickly introduce myself. I know I have shared a bit about myself over the phone call, but let me just quickly introduce a bit more. So my name is Ishita, and I'm going to be your learning buddy. Okay, so we are going to, of course, like I'm your friend, a friend who's going to help you learn, or we together, both of us would be learning. And I've also transformed. Sorry, yes, Priyas, you were saying something?
I'm just saying, okay, I'm just nodding.
Okay, okay, all right. And I have transformed around 20 individuals on Planet Spark platform alone into leaders by making them confident communicators. Other than that, I have also been an educator for around 7 years now. I have taught adults, I have taught students across a different contexts, helping them achieve their personal goals and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking
Got it.
forward to, yeah, yes, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to this experience with you. So now that you know a little bit about me, I would want you to also, share a bit about yourself. Right now, I do know that you are working at a company and you have a little bit of work experience, but it would be helpful if you can tell me a bit more. And can you see my screen?
I
Yeah,
can.
you can,
Yeah.
right? So there are some few sentences over here. You can also use these sentences to give your introduction.
Got it.
Please go ahead.
Good. I'll start. So my name is Prayas Bhavalkar.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm working as a program associate at Growth School.
Okay.
It's a startup based out of Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
We deal
Okay.
mostly in upskilling, like very similar what Planet Spark does,
Mm-hmm.
but we have like a technical sense to upskilling people into
Okay.
the growth or marketing or something like those verticals.
Okay.
I have around almost 2 rounds of experience,
Mm-hmm.
2 years of experience,
Okay.
and I wish to pursue my career forward as a growth leader in that where I'm contributing to the revenue growth or
Okay.
customer base growth of the company via be it like product led or marketing led. That is something that I wish to aspire to be.
Amazing.
In my free time, I like to I like cycling a lot. I listen to music. Uh, I play various instruments, so that is something I do. I
Wow.
like reading fictional books. So
Amazing.
that is something that I do in my free time. And
Okay.
being an engineer, I feel like I have a natural sense of problem solving, so that is something I do a lot. I play chess. I like solving puzzles and stuff. That is something I do.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Priyas, for sharing all of that. So you're already working at your dream company. It looks like you're working at Growth School, and you said you want like something in your career that where you
Yeah,
can lead product overall and
right.
contribute to revenue growth. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've mentioned that you can solve a lot of puzzles.
I can. Yes,
Amazing. Have you like solved Rubik's Cube?
I do. I have around like 6 sets at my home, so I do that.
Oh wow, I love solving Rubik Cube. But unfortunately I've never been able to set any record. I always take my own time to solve the Rubik Cube and everything. So maybe something that I can learn from you about solving puzzles.
Sure, sure, sure.
Great. So Priyas, tell me what brings you here? Like what made you, like register for this class? Uh, what are you looking forward to that can help you achieve your career goal?
Got it. So for the like past few months or so, I have been going through lots of interviews, right? And given the fact that I am at a stage in my career where like getting to the right path is very necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, I guess when you are able to communicate your craft very well to the interviewer, that helps a lot. So
Got
over
it.
my interviews, I've had some rejections as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when I introspected, I went through my recordings of the interviews. I saw that communication is a factor that I can much improve upon, so
Absolutely.
that I can like whatever I have done so far, whatever I aspire to be, whatever my skills is that is something that I present well to the communicate well to the interviewer.
Right.
So that is something that brings me to Planet Spark, the communication skill part.
Got it. Got it. Understood. So I totally agree to that. Like the moment we are able to communicate ourselves better in front of others, especially in these setups, interview setups, right? It's so important because you have just say sometimes 30 minutes of time or 45 minutes
Right.
of time. and we have to show to the other person, to the interviewer, that hey, we are worth, or we can really do well at this role or in this job or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's true. Amazing, great. So I really like that, you know, you're already aware of what you want to work on, what you need to work on. So that's great.
So this was part 2 of the context setting, where the teacher asked certain questions to the learner. What were those questions? And again, I would like to ask, how was it different? Conversing with the client. Great move as helps resolve the communication friction. Okay. Friendly energy. Okay. Yes, Swati, what would you like to say here?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. So she was trying to understand the, what is the expectation of the learner from this course. Okay. This is what she did ask in the last part. And she was actively, this was the similarity in yesterday and today's demo, senior and adult, that she was trying to build a connection by drawing some correlation with what the the learner is into and her own interest into the same thing. So this is what, but the most important part is she understood the expectation. Okay, what is the expectation? And she affirmed that yes, we will try to work over those areas.
Absolutely. Wonderfully explained. Thank you so much, Swati. I think it is already explained very nicely by Swati. I don't need to add anything to that. Yes, the first thing that she was doing is she was very Uzma, I'm not the host today, so I have not set the settings of chat. It has already been done by the host and I'm not able to change it. Teacher tried to know the detail about the student. So these are similarities. In that also, in the senior demo session also, we saw the teacher was trying to know the student, know the learner. She was trying to build a relationship with the learner. Here it is more straightforward. The conversations are more straightforward, more pragmatic in nature, and there are targeted questions. Immediately, you don't, beat around the bush. You just ask targeted questions and ask that what is he looking for in Planet Spark and what brings him here. In the case of a child, it is much, much different. The energy level is very different. For adults, we need to match the energy of the adult. The adult is in this kind of energy, you cannot be over enthusiastic, right? It will look crazy. Some of the similarities in both the demo session, I think it is very clear to you. Skills, hobbies, and passion. Yes, absolutely, Rupal. So some of the similarities which we can see is setting expectations, the introduction, follow-up of questions, the rubrics cube, trying to add personal connect with that, So all those things were very similar from the senior demo. Just the only difference I found was the energy, the kind of voice modulation that we have. In a child's case, we have to have that peppy voice and, some liveliness has to be there. Here also, the voice was very lively, but of course, the energy was matching to that of the learner. Okay, great. Let's move on to the third part of context setting. So here, the teacher welcomed the learner to the class and get to know each other. And in the beginning, she had set expectations of a laptop. This is the third part.
This entire class, Riyaz, there are 2 norms that I would want you to keep in mind at all times, okay? Can you please read out the first one on the left side?
Speak up, ask, share.
Yes. What do you think this means?
I need to speak a lot in these sessions. It's not just you telling things.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. So I would want you to, speak up. This is not at all a teacher-led session, I would say. This is the place where we will be having a lot of interaction, right? Especially you mentioned about interviews, and today in these times, interviews have also turned into conversation. Yeah. So I would want you to ask questions wherever you have not understood, or maybe you are just curious about learning something new, right? And also share wherever you feel that you already know something. Please do go ahead and share. Okay, you can keep yourself off mute at all times. Only 2 of us are there in the class, so there's no need to even put yourself on mute. You can just share whenever an idea is coming to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you
give me one quick second? I'll just adjust my laptop.
Okay, sure. Yeah. All right. Should I begin?
Yeah,
Should
thank
I begin? Okay. Okay. So the second norm, could you please read that as well?
High energy, use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Correct. Yes. So I know it's quite late at night, and I'm sure like you're working, so you would have a hectic day as well. But to make the best of this class, I would want you to be highly energetic, okay, at all times. And how we can do that is the more we use our hands, like, when I'm speaking, I'm using my hands to show
Right.
some gestures. Use your complete face. So give your expressions using your face, your eyes,
Got
and
it.
your active voice. Okay, that's how we'll be energetic today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And another thing to remember, whenever you feel you have understood something, you can hear.
Teachers, is the video proper for you all? The voice and video is okay? Yes? Okay. Okay, great.
Me properly. There would be some videos that we will be playing. Just give me a thumbs up. And if you feel you have not understood what I'm trying to say, you have a question or anything, you can show me a thumbs down. I'll understand it.
So this was the third part. Again, I think you must have seen all the similarities over here. Here, the teacher again, the norms of the class she shared with the learner, right? That the two norms, if we need to speak up, we have to have a high energy. She also tried to empathize with the learner that yes, it must have been a hectic day at work and you must be very tired, but we'll try to match up the energy as far as possible, right? Okay, so this is the third part of context setting, sharing of the norms. 1 second. Oh, there are only 3 parts, right? Now let's move to part number 2, and that is introduction to PS skills. This will also be very similar to what we did in the senior demo. Introduction to PS skills. Remember, we had an emotional request game. So here also it will be like similar.
As I was telling you in the beginning, right, that today I will be teaching you easiest way to deliver a convincing presentation, a presentation where, if you want to convince an audience to hear your idea or to get to, or just, get excited about what you want to say, then that's what we'll be learning today. And in just 3 steps. Yeah. Are you excited to learn these 3 steps? Okay.
Well,
I can
that's the
see.
first.
Yes, I can see you smiling, and I feel like definitely we can go ahead then. So yes, so I think we are not going to have a monotonous class over here. Okay, we are going to do a lot of activities, and this is how all our classes are also designed. So let's start with the first activity. Okay, all right. So can you read out the name of this game or activity?
Let us play emotional request.
Emotional request, and there are some images on the right hand side. What do you think this game could be about?
Maybe understanding expressions.
Yes.
Finding clues through the expressions.
Okay, very close. Yes, so definitely it's about something to do with your expressions, what kind of faces do we make and everything. Let me give you further instructions.
Okay.
So I will be showing you a certain sentence or a statement. Okay, and then there will be an emotion also listed here. There.
Got
You will have to speak the sentence using that emotion. And while you do that, what are we going to do? Can you read the second instruction, please?
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion. Got it.
Yeah, so you have to use your hands, your face, your voice to show that emotion. Okay. All right. Let me do one example. Okay, I'll share one example and then you can do the rest. So this is the statement, and I have to speak this in happy emotion. Okay. Statement is, I have been stuck in traffic for past 5 hours. Okay. All right. So I'll share first. I have been stuck in traffic for last 5 hours. Okay. So what do you think? Was I too happy about being stuck in traffic?
Yeah. It's like you love being stuck in traffic.
Exactly. So you see what we are doing here? We have to use all of our face, our hands, our voice to express that emotion. Okay?
Got it.
So you ready for your sentence? Next sentence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sad emotion.
Okay. Hooray! I finally got promoted in my job.
Well done. Nice. I could see you using your hand, covering your face, and just like lowering your voice, that grave, dull voice. Very nice. All right. Ready for more?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just love relaxing by the beach.
This was so much better than the previous one, Prayas. It's like, making that fist, clenching your jaw. That's really nice. Well done. Anyone would believe that, yes, you are so angry about just relaxing by the beach.
I actually hate beaches, so I guess that's
Oh,
natural.
so it was natural. Okay. Amazing. Okay, next one. Confused, emotion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will definitely eat Chinese for dinner today.
Nice. And you saw what we did here, right? There's a definitely, but we are also confused. But I really like how you
Yeah.
make that gesture and also make that sound of that adds on the effect, right? So very good. Well done, Prayas. That was definitely an emotional performance. Yeah. You were able to display different kinds of emotion, be it sad, or angry, and the confused one. So well done.
Now let's take a minute and think about what did the teacher do. I know you, I think I got one of the text here from Shilpi as well. Yes, Shilpi, I agree that not too much of body language is required for an adult to go into the interviews and, presentation skills and all those things. You don't require too much of body language. But in order to be confident enough to have an open body language, first you need to open up to the maximum. And then once you're opened up, once you're confident enough, you're, how to say, you have comfort levels with your own body, with your own expressions. Adults, I'll tell you, they are very conscious about, okay, how would I look if I do that? How would I look if I do that? Isn't it? I agree. You all must agree. I shouldn't come on the camera. No, no, no. Let the camera be off. Why to be shy? So that shyness, she tried to break. And that is what we all have to do with our learners. We have to first break the shackles of the learners where he is trying to be, he's trying to cover himself up. That is broken over here. So how did she try to break the confidence? I mean, sorry, not break the confidence, make the learner confident. She tried to get the student loosen up a little bit, yes, and hence she had more animated expression during this game, yes, because it was required according to the game. By playing the game, yes, absolutely. The game itself was so engaging, isn't it? And very encouraging, and encouraging him with each and every expression, encouraging him that yes, you did really well this time. And this time, you clenched your fists and showed your anger. It was really very good. So she picked out those parts of his expressions or his speech, and she appreciated, or she validated, acknowledged those particular points. Only after this game, the learner involved a bit much. Yes, now the learner is opening up a little bit. Very, very true. Attention to his gestures. She appreciated him for every expression. Absolutely. This game is good for building that confidence. Yeah, a little bit. Yes. Yes, Tejinder, you want to say something?
Can you hear me?
Please. Yes, yes, you are
Yeah.
audible.
I just wanted to ask, like you said, that she appreciated the fact that he did very well. For instance, somebody does not do well. So do we give how do we respond? Be direct about it, or just say you could do a little better, or, try it this way?
Okay, can you try this way? I love relaxing by the beach. So you can show it to him and you can say, can you do it like this? Let's do together. Okay, so let's work like a team and make him an equal partner with you and make him like a friend. And if he does not do well, make him do it.
Okay.
You guide him through. Okay, you hold his hands and take him through that. So that we all can do. Okay, that was a good question, Tejinder. Thank you for asking that. Sometimes, you will find some people who are not very good at expressions. Of course, there might be different kind of individuals. In those cases, you can, and you don't want them to excel in the emotions, in the expression, that is okay. Just a little bit, a try. At least 2 times he can try. And then if still you don't get the desired result, you can move ahead. Right? Okay. So it's a good day. Very nice weather, and my notes are flying all here and there. So what if we as teachers are ourselves a little reserved? Charlene, yes, we come to the point. We are Planet Spark PS educators. We are public speaking educators, right? So we should be good at public speaking. That means we first need to have the 5 skills, the 5 pillars of public speaking skills, isn't it? We are not supposed to be like that. We have to open up. We cannot be conscious of our, so earlier I'll tell you, I was very conscious about how I look on the camera. Earlier, when I joined first, and this was my first online platform. I had never taken classes online. I was never on camera. I never felt how did I look like, and I was very conscious. Every girl, even male people, they have a kind of consciousness in front of the camera. They're not like very. The first day when I joined, I was not very confident and very comfortable. Haha, yeah, hi, I'm Preeti Jha, I'm a public speaking educator. It was not like that. Earlier, I was also hesitant, but then slowly and steadily with time, it's a learning teaching experience. We are teaching also, we are learning every day. So this came within me after quite a while, I think. I think it took me a few days, few weeks, I would say, to get comfortable with the camera. I used to think that, okay, this side is not looking well, that side is not looking well, I'm looking bad on camera. It is absolute. You just have to keep yourself free from any kinds of judgments in your mind. For a teacher, I'm saying. For the students, that is what we are going to teach them. Yes, absolutely. It was helpful for me as well. Okay, great. Let us come back to the slides. And that was a very good question. It really made me think that how I was a year ago, probably 2 years ago, and how I am today. So yes, that's a good question. So that was the first part of introduction to PS skills, where she started with the activity, the emotional request activity. And what happened over here, she tried to make the learner more confident by acknowledging, validating his responses, and also appreciating him time to time.
And I think what did you learn from this activity? Before I share, I would want you to share that, what stood out from this activity to you?
I guess, like given the fact that the statements were very like opposite from what the emotion was. So I guess like the fact like what we learn is like if it was a natural sentence, that is very natural, like comes naturally. But I guess I learned is like even whatever the sentence is, you can dwell it in a particular emotion that you do.
Exactly. And what do you think the person who's going to watch you, especially let's say the example of angry statement that you said, right? Like I love relaxing by the beat, the way you said it. The one listening to you, would that person focus on your words or more on your expressions?
I guess more on expressions.
Yes, exactly, Priyas. Thank you so much for sharing that. And this is exactly what is today's Spark tip, Spark confidence tip. So the language that we are speaking, right? If you refer to this image over here, that's just the tip of it, right? Tip of the iceberg. But if we want to really convey our message to someone, in that case, what we need is our entire verbal language as well as the non-verbal language, which is actually our body language, right? And what all did you use in your body language? You use your hands, your face, and even your eyes.
Eyes, right.
You also use your teeth, in fact. You were like sort of, it's like you were pressing
Clenching
your jaw, yeah? So yeah, that's how you just showed your body language. And yeah, that conveys your confidence, your belief in your point, and also adds depth to your message. Yeah.
Got it.
Now, a question for you. I know you have sort of shared a bit about this initially when you shared why you are here, but I would want to ask you in general, why do you think these skills or, that body language, confidence, using an effective voice are important skills to have or to learn?
I guess the fact is like in today's world, there's lots of competition. Only the technical skills or the work experience that you do is not like almost everyone has similar work experience, similar good education. That is very common nowadays. What sets you apart is how well is someone able to convince the person who is listening to you, or maybe make him understand that yes, you are something that is worth putting in.
Absolutely.
So that is something that brings confidence in your speech, very important.
Perfect.
Mehul, only the voice is audible, video is not visible. Why is it so, dear? It should not happen. For others, is it okay? The video is audible. I mean, video is visible. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it is visible to others, Mehul. Just check your network connection, please. And no worries, you have the videos and all in the teacher's handbook. Okay, so Don't worry. Yes, she introduced the first principle, and the best thing, yes, Swati, she asked the learner to analyze his performance. That was very, very important. So that is where we make sure that the learner also agrees to the point that if we are not doing it for fun, okay? So it is actually something which is worth, and it has some connection with your presentation skills as well. And a brainstorming by the learner, by the adult himself, will obviously it will bring a change in his outlook towards public speaking and presentations. It will surely bring a change. He will also realize that this, what we did, might be helpful for me in making me more confident. When we are looking at the videos, we are seeing that he was very concise. He was not speaking very less in the beginning. He was like an introvert. And later on, when we played the emotional request game, he was opening up a little bit. He was, giving comments here and there. So this is what he also must have realized, right? She made the learner to understand by analyzing himself. Absolutely. So start with the activity, debrief, and ask learner's opinion before giving your feedback to him. Now, this is the most interesting part, and this is the part 3 game, that is Unlock Homes. Now, remember in the senior demo, we had the speech delivery over here. We showed Ovia's speech, and we asked the learner to give the speech once again with her own body language and voice modulation. Here, the thing has been a little bit changed, and here the game is of Unlock Homes. What do you think? What does this Unlock Homes means? Any just wild guesses? No guesses? Mystery unfold. Wonderful. Mystery. Knowing secrets. Like Sherlock Holmes. Okay, wonderful. Great. Something detective, something, finding out the mystery. Okay, let's see. So this is a game which the teacher will be playing with the learner. Let's see how they do.
Now, this game is called Unlock Holmes. Where do you think this game is coming from? Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, correct. Who's a detective, right? So
Right.
you will now be also a detective. Can you wear your detective hat? Let's just make our detective hat. Come on.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So now you're wearing your detective hat. Okay. And what we have to do is, here are the instructions. Can you please read out the 2 points under instructions?
Okay. You will given a statement. Okay.
You will be given, sorry about that. You will be given a statement. Yeah.
Okay. Find the best proof to support the statement. Got it.
Yeah. So there would be one statement, and then I'll give you 3 options as its proof. And you have to find the best proof that supports that statement. All right.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Let's try. So, yes. So the first statement is employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. So let me do this as an example for you. Okay. Of how I'm thinking, and then you can do the next one. So, okay.
Sure.
So saying that employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. Now the option 1 says, I want this policy because who doesn't like sleeping? Okay, not really a good proof. A good point, but not really a good proof. Then second option, I think sleeping should be encouraged since it helps people in dreaming, and a person who can dream big can achieve bigger heights. Okay.
It's okay.
Let's see the third one.
I really like your prompts though.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, let's look at the third one.
Yeah.
According to a 2015 study in the Journal of Psychology and Psychiatry, sleep could directly impact the behavior of an individual, including memory, cognition, and performance. Okay, well, now that sounds something like a well-researched evidence. So what I will choose the option 3. Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
I guess I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and why do you
But
think?
still, what I feel is like that is a general sleep. Like it is something that is researched for sleep. I don't know how that is related very well to why should you get paid for sleeping in the office. That's something I'm still not.
Good point, actually. So maybe if we could have added more details or some point around sleeping in office particularly, that would have been a best proof.
Yeah.
Evidence.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Priyas, for that. Like, I think I can take that feedback and discuss it with my team as well. Thank you. But yeah, like I think among the 3 options, option 3 right now is the best suited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we are going to play this game, right? So now I'm going to show you 2 sentences, and for each you'll be doing the same activity. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Okay, so yes, we have done this one.
I am on mute. Yes. So this is the game where you have to find out this mystery. Which option is the best suited to disclose the secrets? Yes, there will be 3 options given and you have to find out the best option, right? So conduct the activity. That is the first thing. And this is a little different from the senior demo, as you can see. Adult demo has a little bit of different things wherein what do you think, what does this activity is trying to induce in the learner? Yes, Shraddha?
I think here the main motto is to allow the learner to think critically, like think like a detective to solve a mystery or something, and also to build connections in what he is trying to understand from the statement, and like find out the closest possibility of the statement. So yeah, it's more like thinking critically and solving the problem and issue, which will also be helpful for him in his day-to-day life.
Absolutely. Wonderfully explained, Shraddha. Yes, it helps the learner to think critically and analyze which reason could be the best one. So the thesis statement was, okay, so we will be learning about thesis statement as well. So the main statement which was given was sleeping should be allowed in office. That's the main topic, right? And which reason or which of the options is best suited as an evidence or as a support point to to be attached with the topic, right? So here we learned that evidence-based analytical statements are better than just giving opinions, isn't it? So it is better to give proper justification with proper evidences in order to persuade someone, because presentation skills is all about persuasions, right? So in order to make that persuasion, bring that persuasion or bring that convincing power in yourself, it's important to analyze particular statement on the basis of certain evidences or facts. Logic behind the statements, absolutely. Charlene, in terms of presentation skill, it also helps to provide evidences to yes, to substantiate the argument or the point. Absolutely, that is what I wanted to explain. Great, very nicely written. So first thing, we conducted the activity. This is the part B of the game Unlock Homes.
A 2-day work week should be made mandatory in corporates.
Yes. And yes, these are your 3 options. You can maybe take a minute.
Can I read this in my mind itself?
Sure. Yes, please take a minute, read these, and then tell me which one do you think would be the best evidence.
I guess option 2 is the correct one.
Okay. And what makes you say that? Why do you think so?
It has some factual information. It seems like it's a research-based outcome.
Absolutely. You are absolutely correct, Priyas. Very good. So yes, you're definitely good at solving puzzles. You have unlocked homes. And yes, you're right. Why this is the best evidence? Because it has a factual evidence, right? Like 40% increase in productivity. And it's a well-researched point. They took a sample data from Microsoft Japan's offices, and that's when they did the entire study and then gave this factual evidence. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would want you to now, remember this activity because we'll be using this further when you'll be making your own presentation. Okay. So let's keep this activity in mind. But yes, I have to say that was really a rational performance. You helped me out in solving my first state.
Yes. So this was the second part of Unlock Homes, right? So she debriefed the activity, the whole activity. First, she conducted the activity and she debriefed everything about the activity, why and how we are doing it. Let's move on the part 4, creating presentation. Now, the earlier one, part 3, which was Unlock Homes, was a little different from the senior demo. Of course, this will also be very different because this is not a speech delivery or writing of the speech. There is no EPL approach over here. Ethos, pathos, logos. No, it's not there. It's creating your presentation. So we will be explaining the learner. If you have looked into the demo PPT, you must have seen the different parts of a presentation has been explained. So the same thing the teacher is going to do here. Let's see.
To a point where, we will be, I had made you a promise, right? So we will be learning how to make deliver a convincing presentation just in 3 steps. Now for that, of course, we need a topic, right? So these are the 2 topics in front of you. The left one says, companies should go back to work from office. And the right one says, work from home is the future of work. Which one would you want to choose?
I guess the first one, companies should go back to work from home.
First one, are you also working from office?
Yes, I will.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So you would not want to continue to work from home?
I don't think so. It's like very boring at home.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So great. So you have chosen your topic. You are opting for companies should go back to work from office. Now, the 3 steps that I was talking about are that, first we build out the introduction of the presentation. Second, we work on the body of the presentation. And third, we work on the conclusion part. Yeah. So these are the 3 steps. And we are going to work on each step here for your topic, which is that companies should go back to work from office. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, I'm on mute. So what are the, can anybody tell me what were the different parts of the presentation which she introduced here? Introduction, yes. Body and conclusion. Okay, so this is very simple. You just have to tell the learner about the different parts of the presentation and how we are going to go about it. Okay, great. One second, let me share this. Yeah, so in creating presentation, the first part was she introduced the parts of the presentation, that is introduction, body, and conclusion. Here, till here, it is very simple. The rest of the part may be a little technical, so be very careful in observing what the teacher is doing. And also, please do observe why do we think, what kind of feedbacks is the teacher giving all throughout while the learner is trying to give his presentation. Let's see.
Make a really good introduction using a fun game. Okay. So you'll be given a topic on the next slide, and I would want you to select the introduction that grabs your attention or hooks your attention. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So yeah. So can you read out the first sentence, please?
While you observe this video, also be very careful because you are a teacher, you're not a learner. Okay. So the analyzation part, let the student do. What you do is you think about what are the questions or what are the instructions rather, which the teacher is providing to the learner. Okay, I'm framing my questions in this manner because it will help you to understand, to view this video like a teacher. Sometimes what happens, some instructions are given to us. We usually have a habit of following the instruction, but no, I want you to focus more on the instructions that are being given by the teacher. Okay, and later on we'll discuss.
Communication skills are important to succeed in life.
And these are the 3 options. I would want you to read aloud all the 3 options, please. And then we'll think that which one is the best introduction, best hook for us.
You want me to read them aloud? Or can I read it in my mind?
Read them aloud, please. Yeah. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone. This is a presentation on the topic, importance of communication skills.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a secret weapon that top managers and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? Yes, it is. And the other one is communication is the ability to convey information to others in a clear and concise manner. Okay. I guess the second option grabs the most of my time.
Second one. And why is that? Why do you think it will grab attention or, really make your audience interested?
I guess the first one is very like traditional approach to giving out the introduction.
Yes.
A very like plain introduction. Second one is something that is kind of a hook question.
That's true. Yes, that's absolutely correct, right? So let me just show also. So yes, so can you see that hook symbol also above option 2, right? So that's
Correct, I
true,
can.
right? You rightly mentioned that, when we could just start with this question that is there a secret weapon that top leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? In that case, you're sort of like making your audience also excited that, oh, like what is the secret weapon that he's going to now talk about, right? And
Right.
that's where their interest would spike, we'll just pique their curiosity. So yes, so that
Mhm.
would be the best hook. And followed by that, there are 2 lines written below. Can you read those 2 lines as well?
Okay. So today I would like to present my views on why communication skills are important to succeed in life.
Exactly. And that's when you club that line, those 2 lines, that's when your
Mhm.
introduction is complete, right? Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Let's look at one more example.
Okay.
Personal
Says personal branding is important for growth.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read out the options as well?
Okay, it's okay. This time you can read it in your own mind.
Great. I guess option 1 is the most.
Okay, and why is that?
Starts with an example, so people connect more, I guess.
Yes, exactly. It starts with an example, right? People will be able to connect to Aman Gupta, especially after Shark Tank. I don't know if you've heard about Shark Tank or not.
I have.
You have, right? So after Shark Tank, Aman Gupta has become very popular. He's the board founder. So, just referring to someone who's already successful also helps. And taking the person's example and then coming to the point, right? And can you read out again the 2 lines at the bottom of the slide, please?
Okay. So I would like to present my view on why personal branding is important for growth.
Correct, right? So you're absolutely correct. The first one is the best hook amongst these all because it will be able to build a connect with the audience very quickly, right? Okay, so I think I'll skip the third one. So yes, very striking performance. I was also hooked to your performance. And what we did just now was understand that what are the parts of an introduction, right? So an introduction actually has 2 parts. Can you read out what are these 2 parts?
A hook and a thesis.
Correct, right? So a hook is something that grabs attention, right? Whereas what is a thesis? Can you read that out?
Statement that tells the main point of the presentation.
Exactly. Can you tell me what was the thesis statement that you saw in both the slides for personal branding? Yeah.
The 2 lines that we, I guess, read at the last.
Absolutely right. So while say for the first one, communication skills are important to succeed in life, while option 2 was the hook, the 2 lines that followed it now shared the thesis, right? That we are going to talk about communication skills today. Yeah, in a very brief, crisp manner. So every introduction has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? First one.
A hook and a thesis.
A thesis. Amazing. Okay, great. So I think we have understood this, have we? Yeah. All right. Okay. So now what we will be doing, we'll be also watching a video where
mute. I'm sorry. I was again on mute. Till here, whatever we have watched, whatever we have understood, let's write down in chat how did the teacher try to check the understanding of the learner? She did an activity, and what kind of questions, what were the structure of questions used by the teacher to understand, to find out whether the learner has understood the thing or not? Okay, why questions? Can you be a little more specific, Sharon? Okay. Inquiry-based question? I don't think so. The question was not inquiry-based. Pondering questions, but guess what were the questions? Because you are going to ask similar questions to the learner. Yes, absolutely, Shreshti. Correct. when she explained what is a hook and what is a thesis, she again went back and asked him that, do you remember in the 2 slides that I showed you, what was the thesis statement and which one was the hook statement, right? So can you now relate? So he said yes. So the hook statement was this, thesis statement was this. How, Shaheen, how did she made that? Shaheen has written very nicely that the student was looking quite introvert, and now the teacher has already tried to make him a little extrovert, little open up. How did she do it? She constantly asked and tried to check his knowledge. She was constantly asking questions without feeding him all the information. So first she played a game, and then she explained what is hook and thesis. And again, she went back and asked, now do you remember what was the hook? Can you relate it in the 2 previous slides that I showed you? This kind of pondering is very, very important. Okay, looking back and correlating whatever you are teaching, whatever you are imparting, and what he understands, how he comprehends, what kind of inferences is he making. It's always good to check. Okay. She asked the learner to answer some questions, and again she requested the learner to explain why he chose the answer. Wonderfully written, Durga. Yes, she also checked about why the learner is choosing this particular option. I hope it is not a fluke, right? That, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, okay, for option number 3. It's not like that. At least he knows the concept behind why he is choosing a particular option. What was the learning student had? Okay, great. Let's view the whole video now, the rest of the video. This is where Madhavan's video is being shown. I might skip the video because video is something that you must have watched, I believe. And the rest of our explanation will be based on the video. I hope you have watched Madhavan's video. Yes, no, maybe? No? My bad. No, yes, okay, I have one yes, rest is no. Okay, fine. Let's view.
Was giving a speech at Harvard Business School. Do you know who is R. Madhavan?
I know, yeah.
Who is he?
He's an actor.
He's an actor. That's right, right? He's a fabulous actor, very experienced, a veteran, basically. And he was giving a speech at Harvard Business School about India at 2030. So while I'm going to say this speech, I would want you to, identify the hook and thesis from what he's saying. Yeah? All right. Okay. Let me know if you are able to hear the speech, the video. Okay.
Due to the stress you.
Oh, sorry. My bad. All right. Let me just share my screen again. Sorry about that. Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here at the Inspire series. It's worked dramatically. I'm already inspired to be addressing this really august intellectual gathering of people from Harvard, a place that my mother thought I will never reach. But you know what? A lot of people have spoken before me and eloquently and described their dreams for India and given figures and facts that either are skeptical and, like Mr. Olber says, aspirational. But I'm just an actor, and I'm going to just give you my dream shamelessly, because that's the thing that I can do best. And by that I mean, when we talk of dreams, we have one of our greatest scientists and philanthropists, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and he said something which is very interesting. He said, dreams are not what you have when you sleep. The true dreams are the ones that don't let you sleep. He said that when you have that dream once, it's a dream. When you have it twice, it becomes a desire. And when you see it for the 3rd time consecutively, it becomes a passion, an aim, and a goal. And that is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030. And Abraham Lincoln also was a dreamer. And, but he said.
All right, I think I'll pause here. Yes. So what do you think in a speech, which part was the, the hook and the thesis?
So I guess the hook part was when he, I guess there were 2 hooks in the video. First one was when he mentioned himself as an actor, and the first part when he addressed the school. The second one, I guess, was the reference of Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Correct.
And his statement that he used a lot about the dreams.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let me go back to the slides and let's see if you've been able to mention it correctly. So yes, definitely the second part that you mentioned, right? Like, of course, the first part was also a part of introduction, but he was just like setting up the stage and everything.
Right.
But the moment he talks about, APJ Abdul Kalam's quote about dreams and that they don't let you sleep and everything, that was the hook he used, right?
Yeah.
And with that, what was the thesis?
That is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030.
Yes, and then he went on to share that why he was there in the first place, right?
Right.
He was there to share about his dream for India 2030. So he used a very famous quote by a famous personality and then followed it by a statement that showed that why he was there, right? So this was the introduction that R. Madhavan used. Yeah.
Right.
Now let's go back to our topic. Do you remember what was the topic that you have selected?
Yeah.
It
So
is?
companies should go back to work from office.
Exactly, yes. So well done on identifying the right hook and thesis. Now we are going back to our presentation topic, which is companies should go back to work from office. And yeah, so these are different hook statements. Okay. And of course, there's an option where you can also come up with your own hook. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would now want you to read out these hooks and see that which one would you want to use for your own introduction. Are you reading these?
I am.
On your own. Okay, got it. So
I like the second hook the best, I guess.
okay, the second one, the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. So can you read the second one aloud?
Yeah. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office.
To start working from office. Amazing. Great. Okay. And why did you choose this book?
I guess I relate to that hook a lot.
Okay.
I had been working from home for past few months and it is like just a disaster.
Yeah, that happens. And I think it's also very dramatic if you read it. It helps your audience, like it grabs their attention because there's some dramatic actions involved. Like remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. So a bit of exaggeration that also helps in grabbing everyone's attention, right? And there's your thesis. Now, do you want to read out your hook and thesis together for your introduction?
Sure.
Okay.
So I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office. Hello everyone. Today I would like to present my views on the topic why companies should go back to work from office.
Amazing, amazing. I could see you also remembering something that we learned in our first game and using your voice and pausing at the right places. That was really nice. Great. Okay. So let's move ahead. So your introduction, I'm sure, would definitely hook your manager also.
So this is the part where she explained the hook and the thesis statement. And she also asked the student, asked the learner to create his own hook and his own thesis statement to choose. There were 3 options and there was one option where he could create his own also. Now, can anybody tell me how do you think what were the structure of questions one by one? Right from the beginning. Swati, you have raised your hand. Would you like to share?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Yeah, I didn't get you. Structure of question.
The structure of questions means right from the beginning of creating presentation, what were the questions that she was asking?
She asked the learner to pick one of the statement, and then she asked him to read the 3 options and select the most appropriate hook that he would like to start the conversation with.
One thing we missed before that. After R. Madhavan's video, what was the question that she asked?
What do you think is the hook? And
yes, correct. She asked him what was the hook part and which one was the thesis part. Very good. And then she went ahead with giving some options for his own hook statement and his own thesis statement. And then he had to choose among the, I have given you 3 options and you can also create your own hook. and then your thesis statement. So which one would you like to choose? The student chose that. She also asked, why did you choose that?
Why choose?
Right?
Yes.
And then
Ma'am,
what
I have a
happened?
doubt on this.
Yes,
What
please.
if, like, I have seen usually people are not able to describe why they select a particular option. They randomly selected, they do not have an answer. I just chose it because I found it appropriate. Now, appropriate is a very vague term until unless you don't describe it.
Yes.
Appropriate in what sense? So how do
You
we?
describe it for them.
Okay.
You are, yes.
Then
They
I
are
have
the
to.
experts. They are
Yes.
just making a guess. You can help them further. Like she also said that yes, it contains some very good action. He said that I can relate with this particular hook. But she said it has some wonderful action words, like, holding my head. Yes, which create, yes, that kind of exaggeration creates a dramatic effect and tries to grab the attention of the listeners. So it's one of the good hooks. All the three hooks were good, but this was one of the best hooks because it consisted of a action statement, or you can say a kind of incident narration, story narration.
But whichever the learner chooses, it's fine. No, it's okay as long
It's
as they are
absolutely
able
fine.
to. Yeah.
It is his choice, no? Whatever he wants to, how he wants to perform. Great. Okay. She first asked question relating to what the topic is about. Like before presenting the actual info, she asked the question on his prior knowledge in that particular topic. Yes. And of course, yes, she also brought back the topic that he had chosen in the previous video, right? Great. Wonderful. Very nice. Let's come back. So, so sorry. So this was step 1, building introduction activity. Another one is creating the second part, and this will be the body
part, which is the body. Okay. Now a body has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? Can you please read these out?
Argument and evidence.
Argument and evidence, right? Do you remember the second game that we played? Unlock
Yeah.
Home? Yeah. Yes. So the first piece over there in Unlock Homes also, where you were reading a sentence out loud, that was the argument. Can you tell me what is an argument? It's written right over here.
Statement that establishes a point of view or a claim.
Right. Like your claim, or what is the statement that you want to convey, or you want people to get convinced on. And with the argument, we have to always give it evidence, right? Which you were also trying to identify in the Unlock Homes game. Yeah. So you provide a proof, right? Yeah. So yes, so we have already solved 2 cases. So let's just look at once again at one of these, right? So remember this line, the argument that we had read, employees should get paid for sleeping. And for that, we had chosen the third evidence. Yeah. And why, can you just, I know you already know this, but just to remember and revise, why did we choose the third one as the evidence?
Seemed like researched and had some factual information involved.
Absolutely, right? So evidence has to be something that is researched point, a factual data, documented information. Then only we will be able to support our argument, right?
Right.
Great. So again, we are going to go back to our speech where, our Madhavan is giving the same speech. And here I would want you to continue to identify argument and evidence. There may be one argument or more than one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me then go to his speech.
That I have dreamt for my nation. He said, if I have 6 hours to cut down a tree, then I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. There's a great philosophy in that. In this era of instant gratification, we just keep thinking we can achieve all these goals by just tweaking this, tweaking that. It's not true. I really believe that that a missionary zeal is required to make that quantum change. That can make 2030 what I'm dreaming about right now. And just let's look at India as a country. What a unique nation, seriously. Thousands of years old of culture and tradition, many invasions, being ruled for many years, and we still somehow managed to maintain our identity. We still somehow have managed to maintain our Indianness, our beliefs, our faith. And, there has been, we have our drawbacks. There is corruption, there is violence, there is differences between the different religions and sects and castes and everything. But I can't help but think, looking at India, at the geography, that we're not doing really that bad. Look at all the other nations around in the world. Look at our neighbors. Compared to that, there is somebody in India who's doing something right for us to be called a growing economy and being projected as the 3rd largest economy in 2026 and the most educated and young nation in the world. And it's still functional democracy. So let's first accept the fact that there is somebody some people in India with the right ideas and the ability to lead the nation to where we are today.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So yes, so do you think you were able to identify the arguments and the evidences from here?
I guess I was.
Okay.
One of the arguments that I identify was when he talks about India as a growing economy,
Mm-hmm.
and the evidence being the census data that he talks about, that we are world's like third largest growing economy,
Absolutely.
and we have leaders and stuff like that.
All right. Very good, Pras. Very good observation skills, I must say. And was there any other argument as well?
In the start of the in the speech, he also mentioned about diversity a lot. So there's diversity in religion, dialect, sex, different things, and still there is a unifiedness or Indianness that he says within us. That is something.
And he also gives the evidence for that. Can you recall
Um,
what was the evidence?
I don't recall.
No? Okay, no worries. Let's have a look. So you're absolutely right for the first one. You have identified one of the argument really well, where he talks about, look at our neighbors and compared to them, there is somebody in India who is doing something right for us to be called a growing economy. And then he shares the evidence, what you rightly mentioned, Priyas, that it is projected as the third largest economy in 2026, right?
Right.
On the right-hand side, you will see actually the second argument that he makes. Of course, there is no factual, like a number or a figure over here, but he does give an evidence to this also. So rightly, you were mentioned that, he talks about India being a diverse country and with a lot of things. And then he also says that, we are also capable of finding very unique solutions to the problems that generally the world faces. And then he says, we found freedom through non-cooperation, non-violence, and talks about, how Mahatma Gandhi led the entire freedom movement. Yeah. So this is the second argument and evidence that we could find. Yeah. So can you see that how, each and every argument that he was sharing was supported with an evidence?
Evidence, right.
Yeah. Now, what do you think we'll be doing now?
I guess we'll go back to our example and put the same thing.
Exactly, you got it now. Yeah. So amazing, mindful performance, Priyas, on identifying the argument and evidence. And we go back to our topic, which is companies should go back to working from office. So here are a few ideas for you.
I'm so sorry.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying that there are a few examples here that you can refer to, but what I would want you to do is come up with your argument and a supporting evidence. And you can take help from the above two statements given here.
Okay. I'll just give it a read and I'll.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'll just give it a read and then I'll.
Sure. Yes, please do. Please go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Yes. What would be your argument and evidence?
My argument would be work from office helps people to be more productive, deliver their 100%, and meet deadlines in an efficient way.
Okay.
And according to a study or a survey by the HRs about HRs of Society of HRs, about 60% of professionals were reported that employees are more productive when working in the office.
All right, interesting. I see how you've added your own points also, that being productive, meeting deadlines at work and everything, and then you gave your evidence as well. Very good. Okay, will you be able to remember these points? Because towards the end, I'm going to ask you to give entire presentation. Do you want to quickly jot these down?
I will.
Yeah.
Right. So this was the part where she explained about the body. What were the structure of the questions? Let's write in the chat section so that we can complete it quickly. It will be easier. So what was the first part? She again showed the body of Madhavan's speech, and then she came back to her presentation. What question did she ask then? Mirona, let's be a little specific because you all are also going to perform the same demo. So let's, pick out exact questions what she asked. You can frame it in your own words, of course. Find out the evidence and the argument. Yes, absolutely. From Madhavan's speech. Absolutely correct. She reiterated that the learner should identify the hook and the thesis. Hook and the thesis was in the introduction part. We are in the body part. We are in the argument and the evidence part. Argument and evidence to be identified. Yes. Asked about the argument and evidence in the speech. Okay, let's move on. After she explained what is an argument and what is an evidence, how to write it, then what did she say? Okay, Shaheen, yes. Try to connect Madhavan's way of speaking and ideas to her student. Took examples from the speech. Yes, okay. Went back to the original topic. Yes. And then she asked, now what we are going to do? She tried to create that interest among this in the listener. So that, yes, she was constantly brainstorming him. She was making the learner think about it. Okay. Okay. Then what was the next part? Where she asked him to create his own argument and evidence. And she gave him ample amount of time to think, right? So these were the 3 questions that she asked. She asked him to jot down too, because at the end, when he will be giving his presentation, it will be a huge pile of things that he has to speak. So he might get confused. So you can also tell him to jot down somewhere, either in a notepad or a note section, or in a MS Word, probably in his laptop. He was able to say the argument. She asked for the evidence where the student was not sure. Yes, he said, I don't remember what was the evidence. Very good. Where the student was not sure, and she suggested the options as well. She asked him to jot down the points to connect them at the last. Absolutely. Yes, Sharon. Oh, Shalini, please give a break. I wish I could, but I can only give a break once we are finished with the adult demo, because there Diva Lakshmi ma'am is taking the junior demo. Here I'm taking the adult demo, and both the rooms will converge together once we are done, and then only we'll take a break. Okay. I'm sorry for this, but it's not very long. We are on the last step of creating presentation, and then final showcase is like very short videos are there.
Okay, now comes the last part, which is, what is the third part, Priyas?
The conclusion.
The conclusion, correct. And can you see the 2 parts of conclusion also here?
Yeah, summary and plea.
Summary and plea, correct. Now let's play one last activity before we go to our final presentation, or we'll be also watching our Madhavan speech again. But before that, one small activity for you, okay? So for that summary, what is it? It's about condensing the main points from a text to a shorter form, being more brief, right? And a plea is what is a plea, Priyas? Can you read that, please?
It's a formal request or appeal that is made to someone.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now this game is called Coin Size. What do you think this is coming from? Which word are we trying to say here? Is it really concise? Absolutely right. So you will be given a paragraph on positive thinking, and you can take a minute and you have to summarize the paragraph in your own words. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So this is the paragraph here.
Okay. Do I need to read this aloud, or can I read it in the mind?
It's okay. You can, whatever works for you best. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So how would you want to summarize this? Please go ahead.
So the paragraph talks about, sorry, I'll just go to the summary.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So when we focus on the positive things in our life, we take a positive outlook.
Okay.
It aids our, it has mental health benefit, it has reduced stress, improves immune system and life satisfaction. And this has been proven time after time, so that isn't.
Okay, nice attempt, Priyas. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, would you want to see how we have also tried to summarize it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. So this was the first one. Do you think this is a good one?
I guess too long.
Too long, lengthy, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the second one. Very similar to, I think, what you also mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you the third one. What about this one?
Very concise, very short. Yeah.
Very concise, short, right? So we just clubbed all the benefits of positive thinking, and we are saying that positive thinking has numerous benefits, including
Right.
increased chances of success and improved physical and mental health. Right. So rather than mention about all the points, because all the points have been discussed, so we just summarized it in few lines. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see where you could have also improved in your summarization?
I have. Yes.
All right. Okay. So now again, we go back to the speech, and I would want you to identify the summary in his speech. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
The second. Allow me a second, please. Just...
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I dream of a 2030 where students the world over will dream of a blue card, will dream of having once actually come to India and study and imbibe the knowledge that we have as a nation. It used to be true. We were the first university in the world. Nalanda was a university where people came in from far and wide. So it's not a pipe dream. It's a practical dream that I have, and I think that's easily attainable. And finally, before I wind up, I think I dream of a 2030 where we have a meritocratic electoral base which selects its leaders and whose leaders believe that it's more important to serve with a missionary zeal.
All right. I think that would be it. Okay. And yes, so I would want you to now tell me what part of it was the summary. Okay. Okay. So what was it?
So I guess he talks of like he summarizes in a way where he emphasizes on the rural India part. He talks about how rural India should be also as developed and as aspiring as the rest of the world or rest of the country.
Perfect. And was there any plea that he was making?
No, I don't think so. He didn't plea anything.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Again, very good observation skills, Prayas. So this part, which is written on the left-hand side, is the summary, where he talks about, as you rightly identified. So I dream of a 2030 where rural India is as developed as the rest of the world, is as aspirational as the rest of the India, and so on. Yeah. So he's summarizing his dream in a really articulate, simpler manner.
Right.
Yeah. And yes, you were right. There was no plea made. So not every presentation may have a plea. But yes, when we are trying to convince someone on a topic, then we need to make a plea towards the end, right? Like a request.
Right.
So yes. And now comes your own presentation, accurate observation, as I already mentioned. So going back to your topic, Prayas, about companies should go back to work from office. What would you want your summary and plea to be? And you can use these sentences to frame your complete summary and plea. Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a minute or so, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and a healthy lifestyle. I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and switch to a work from office role, which has been the case for so many times.
Amazing, amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Prayas. I hope you remember your words again, especially for summary. You may.
This was the last part. What were the structural questions that she asked here? Where she tried to explain the building the conclusion part. Yes, Lena, if you would like to explain, please raise your hand. Yeah. You can unmute yourself.
How would you like to summarize this?
Okay.
And, do you see where would you also like to add the plea?
Okay, great. So first, after she showed him the video of Madhavan, what was the first question that she asked? Which part was the summary part? What did he say? Right. Okay. And then she showed him a paragraph and she asked him to summarize that. Correct? Yeah. Without showing him the information, without showing him the options, first she told him to summarize on his own. And then she showed 3 options.
Yes.
And she took took opinions from him that what is your opinion on this, on the first one, then what about the second one, what about the third one, and then finally she took opinions constantly from him so that she can understand what the learner has been inferring to, right? And then she came up to summary and plea. And she also asked whether there was any plea in the video. He
Yes.
said no. So there are not, all the presentations does not have a plea. Some of the presentations may have a plea. Great, wonderful. Thank you so much, Leena ma'am. She asked him to identify what the summary was. Yes. And if there was any plea in his speech. Correct, Charlene? To identify the summary and was there any plea? Okay. Summarize the topic of his presentation after the speech. Yes. She asked his opinions first. Correct. Choose the best one of the options. Yes, correct. And his ideas about his hook. Okay. So that was the first one, not the conclusion one. Okay. And she also asked him to make his own summary. Great. Now the final showcase, where he has to club everything and he has to finally present his speech.
Oh, when we combine all these components together, right? Remember, we started by saying that we have 3 parts and each part
Right.
has also sub-parts. So having an introduction with a very interesting hook that can grab someone's attention and a thesis, then a body with good argument and supporting evidence, and finally a conclusion that will summarize your points so that everyone can understand the gist of it, and then also making a request, a plea. Yeah?
Yeah.
So are you ready to give your presentation, combine all the pieces of your presentation and be also able to deliver it now?
Sure, yes.
Yes. Okay. I love the energy. So final showdown now, Prayas. Remember, we have spoken about using our hands, our face, eyes, and voice, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here are these slides that may help you as well. So you can refer. Do you remember which hook you chose?
I remember holding my head.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. All the best, Prayas. All the very best.
Yeah. Thank
Do
you.
you need a minute to be ready?
Yeah, I'll just take like 5-10 seconds to just go through it all.
Sure, sure.
Said it with so many irritated eyes. And I said to myself, I was done. I decided to start working from office now. Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to present my view on the topic why companies should go back to work from office. Work from office helps a lot when it makes us our lifestyle better. It improves our physical and mental health and also increases productivity. This has been researched well, and also according to a study taken by HR reps, it was found out that 60% of the employees found that their productivity was much more increased while working from office. Finally, I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and improved lifestyle. And I would hence request all the companies to make small amendments to their policy and switch to a completely work from office, as it was the case 2 or 3 years back.
Amazing.
Great. So this was the first part of the final showcase where the teacher instructs. So here there were very less questions, so I don't need to explain anything as such. So here the teacher first told him that now, since we have already understood how to make our presentation, we have understood how to go about with the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Now what we'll do, whatever you have said in the introduction and the conclusion and the body, we will club them all together and we'll say it in one speech. So are you ready? Yes. Remember to use your body language, your facial expression. Remember to use your hands. These are the instructions that you as teachers are going to give the learner, right? Now, the next part is where she shares the feedback. Give me a second.
And towards the end,
what do you think while sharing the feedback? What is more important? What should we do? You do first. Appreciation. Okay. Absolutely, yes. Highlight the positives. Ask. Yes, Shilpi. Yes, ask for the learner's feedback. Bhavika. Sandwich policy. Okay, I am going to discuss about the sandwich policy at the end. I mean, after the break. So how was his experience? Yes, very good. How the person improved? Yes, you can also show him the graph. Key takeaways? Yes, after giving the feedback, you can talk about the key takeaways. Yes. What did they learn today? Okay, so that will be later on. First, we'll discuss about how he has done the speech. Right. Okay. So the first thing which you say is first ask the learner's feedback.
Is it okay if I give you quick feedback on your presentation?
Sure, of course, I'll
Or
love
maybe actually, why don't you share? What do you think you did really well in your presentation?
I could have worked better on the fluency part, I guess.
Okay.
I broke down in bits and pieces. I did well on the hook statement. The hook statement was really good. I was able to remember the entire study part that was there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I think I did well.
I agree. I think you identified a really good hook, and I think you were also able to, say the argument and add on your points and give a very good evidence and then summarize it pretty well. So I really liked how you were able to put in your content. That shows your critical thinking skills as well. I think in terms of delivering, I felt like I do agree with your observation, and again, I think you're very self-aware also that you could have been definitely more fluent. And I saw you started using your hand gesture, like I was holding my head, that was really nice. But I felt like while you were sharing more, it's sort of like you didn't continue to use it.
Right.
So I think in general, whenever we are giving presentation, it always helps to use some gestures, give more expression. So that is something that we can work on. Yeah.
This was the feedback part. So first she asked about his feedback, his experience, or what did he feel, where did he needs to improve, or you can subtly ask him what do you think, how was your performance? Okay. Okay, great. So this was the second part, and the third part is the final showdown. That is asking for three key takeaways.
Share with me what are the 3 key takeaways that you had from the session. Yeah, over to you.
So one of the key takeaway, I guess, was the expression part, using of hand gestures and stuff. So that presentation is much more alive in the conversation, I guess. Secondly, the fact that how to structure the entire presentation. It has a hook, and then there is a thesis, then there is argument, and all that stuff was really good.
Right.
And I guess then again clubbing all together to give out a final. And the games part, I really liked how you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Bryce. You have already answered my next question, which was that how did you like the class? So I'm so happy to know that you enjoyed the games, and also really glad to see your learning from this entire.
So this was the part where that this was the final showdown. Basically, the teacher asks for the 3 key takeaways from the class, and also did you enjoy the class? Did you find the class boring, or like was it a value addition to yours, like for you or not? Already started using hand gestures. Wonderful, very good observation, Bhavika. First his feedback, then she shared her positive sentences, and then the things that what has to be added to make the presentation better. Yes, great. So these are the 3 things in the final showcase. Remember these 3 things. Learner presents the topic. The teacher first asks the feedback, takes the feedback from the learner, and then gives her own feedback. And at the end, she asks for the 3 key takeaways. Now you have seen 2 demos by now. Go to the chat box and let's write the common things between the demos. What were the common things between the 2 demos? So let's share in this format the common things between the 2 demos, like 1 or 2 things or 3 things, whatever, how many points you want to include. Things to ensure in the beginning of the demo. And the third, short thing to happen towards the end. Okay, the improvement part. Yes. Format was, yes, almost the same. Correct. A little bit of the activities were a little different. Welcoming warmly, yes. Friendly conversation, having a bond between the teacher and the student. Interactive games, activity, student and teacher bond, introduction, energy and format. Okay. Pallavi, common things were persistence towards the laptop and the smile being the same. Very good. So yes, almost all of you have written correct. Laptop is important. Very good. Welcoming smile, interactive, energetic. Great. Both the demos were very informative, rapport building and context setting towards the beginning. Feedback to be given to the learners and concluding the session on a positive note. Great, great. So common things were the activities. One activity was very same, absolutely same. Second, there was a whole lot of focus on the public speaking pillars, right? And there was a structured approach towards learning a new content area, right? In the speech also, there was a structured approach. That was the ethos, pathos, and logos. In this also, there was a structured approach towards learning a new presentation. Okay, how? Introduction, what is hook, what is thesis, what are arguments, what are the, how to write the evidences, and finally the conclusion, how to summarize. Things to ensure in the beginning of the demo, I think all of you have written, you need to join from a laptop. Yes, both the parents are not required in this scenario, but in the senior demo, it is required. Sure thing to happen towards the end, the final showcase, final presentation by the learner, and 3 key takeaways. These are the 2 most important things that has to happen at the end. The success formula, always remember, welcoming, important of laptop. Yes, very good. Great. Yes, Palak, very nice. We have to make the child, make the learner brainstorm a lot. Okay, instead of, giving him the information right at the first, try to make the learner think more. Great. So here we come to a break and congratulations. So I'll be closing all the rooms and we will be merging. 1 second. Any questions related to the demo observation that you have? Any questions as such? Yes, Tejinder. Please unmute yourself.
I have put a question in the chat box. It's regarding the total number of classes for adults in basic English and presentation skills.
Okay, what are the total number of classes for adults in basic English and same 165?
What are you going to be taught in 165 classes?
You have the curriculum.
Presentation skills.
You will be getting a full list of curriculum for the adult learners as well. There are lots of things, not only presentation, but there is logical argumentation. There are reasoning, the good manners in public places, how to conduct yourself. There are lots of things.
Okay.
Okay, corporate strategies, corporate presentations, of course, that is also a part. Then the SWOT analysis and how to, if you are in HR, how to give reviews to your juniors, how positively to take feedbacks from your seniors. There are a lot of things are there because the curriculum is vast, very, very huge.
Okay, I thought that it was just, presenting a PowerPoint presentation. So that's why I was wondering, how many classes are required. I think just 1 class is enough for that.
Full grooming, no? So lots of things are there, lots of things.
Okay, so I think it should be presentation of skills rather than presentation skills.
Yes, you can say that.
So yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I am going to close the classroom in 2 minutes. Probably Divya Lakshmi ma'am is not done. I can take few more questions if you want. If you have any question as such. My network was not good at the body and conclusion video time. Yes, Nancy, you have it in your teacher's handbook. The training video is also given and the demo video is also given. Just make sure when you watch the demo videos, no, teachers, whenever, so I have taken the training. I hope it was effective. But in case if, why am I not able to see anyone? Oh my God. Oh, only Shraddha is there? Nancy? Okay, all are there. Okay, thank God. I was scared. I could not see anyone. Only one was there. Okay, this breakout rooms, I think I need to close it. Thank God there are 65 participants. So Nancy, when you, not only Nancy, all of you, whenever you view the demo videos or you see the demo presentations, especially the demo video, when you see the demo video, no, just mark what are the questions that the teacher is asking. What is the structure of the question? You will see every question that she asks, she tries to put the learner in the thinking position. She tries to make the learner think about what she has been teaching about. What she has been discussing. Okay, I'll just have a word with Divya Lakshmi ma'am. I want to give you a break, but she's not yet done. So what you can do is, you can go for the break. Okay, you can go for the break and I can close now. So I'm closing all the rooms. We'll meet in the main room. Okay. You all have come. They'll also come back, I believe. Shruti is smiling. Yes, Shruti. Anything special? Please share with us.
It was completely energetic class, madam. As you teach, you were very energetic throughout your sessions, and she was quite energetic. She was carrying that level of, as if we are also junior kids, and she was carrying that level of energy over there.
Divya ma'am is expert in that. She has very high energy. Okay, Divya ma'am is right there. Hi, Divya ma'am. How was the session?
Yeah, the session was very good. I think all the teachers were energized.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of energy. Shaurya has, given a lot of energy to them.
Okay, great. That was fun. That was fun to know. Great. So I hope all the teachers have come back. And we'll quickly go on a break. And I will thank Divya Lakshmi ma'am for taking the junior demo session with so much energy. Thank you so much, Divya ma'am. It's always great to have you on the Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, ma'am. Okay, great. So I think most of them have joined. The junior ones have not joined yet. Okay, Sarita, you will have, did Divya ma'am give you an attendance sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so in that attendance sheet, you will be marking it as Divya ma'am. And another sheet that I will be giving you at the end of the session, that will be mine. Okay, so 2 attendance sheets, sorry, feedback forms, you can say. Okay, great. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's go for a break. It's 12:05. Quickly come back at 12:20. Okay. Okay. I can see Shruti is very happy, very energized. Isn't it?
Yes. I didn't think it would be that energetic for juniors, but it was quite energetic.
Absolutely. And Divya ma'am has this, some kind of charisma that she has. She is so energetic at this age, and I admire her. How she, conducts and
She manages so well. I was inspired, mesmerized her, making that student sit at particular place because we have kids in our home who don't sit
very
difficult in a place.
Very difficult.
Yeah,
That's
she was
Shaurya, right?
Well managing it.
Okay, great. Wonderful. So I think all of you enjoyed. Let's go for a nice energetic break. Let's rejuvenate ourselves, have a tea or coffee, have some snacks, and let's come back at 12:20. Okay.
না ওই যে ইয়েতে ছিল রাউটারটা যেটা আর কি ওটার মধ্যে সিম থাকে না
নিউ গড়িয়া আপনি কোথায় আছেন আমার বাপকে এত দূর থেকে আসতে হয়
Okay, let's come back. I hope all of you are back. Bharati, yes, you can unmute, please.
Yeah, ma'am. Hi. Like I have a doubt regarding yesterday's assignment. In the last question, we got a link, right, ma'am? It presented a link so that we can access our progress in that. It was mentioned over there. I just gave save and continue for the last video, and I couldn't get the link after that. Would it be any problem on that, or can I get it anywhere else?
I don't think that will be a problem, but I have not seen the 7th question. What was the activity all about?
It was like the entire video, ma'am. Like step by step, we were doing in all those questions. So the last question would be conducting the class from the starting till the ending. So once we are done with that video, it told us that it will redirect directly. The link would be opened up, but nothing opened up for me, and I just gave save and continue. It was giving the closing window telling the exam was over.
Okay, then the probably because of the time, I think.
No, ma'am.
Time limit?
No time limit. Everything was set, and I had given save and continue, and it got saved. And usually it used to give us, right, day 2 assignment was over, you are done with it, we had got the response, all that came, but I just didn't open that link. I don't know what was inside the link, so I just wanted to cross check with you.
Okay, so I'll have to check that with the team in that case.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Right. Yes, Renuka, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, similar problem. It was like not like this, but when you submit the assignment, you get a mail, right? That you have submitted your assignment. So there I got a message. This interview produced 93% fewer emissions than doing it face to face. I mean, I couldn't understand like what was that?
That was AI generated response of your assignment.
Okay, so it has got nothing to do with it, right? Means I don't have to repeat it again, right?
You don't have to. If you want, you can.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Neha?
Ma'am, actually, there is an emergency. I'm in hospital right now. It is okay. I can hear all the stations, but I cannot involve fully.
It's okay. No worries.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I can hear, but I cannot do any type of activities.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no issues.
Thank you.
Yes, Anil ma'am. Your name, I think, is not.
Yeah. I have to make that correction. I've been trying for past 2 days. It's not happening.
What is your
Actually,
name, ma'am?
I'm Mrs. Nupur Sirohi.
Nupur ma'am, right? I'm just
Nupur.
naming you as Nupur.
That'll be really great because I'm not able to. Oh, thank you so much.
Done.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm having 2 queries. First is that today I received no link for the meeting, and I kept waiting on my WhatsApp as well as email. So then out of this thing, I tried yesterday's link for today's meeting. So then I was able to open it.
Okay.
So because of that, I missed the initial 40 minutes of the meeting.
No worries.
So
In that
that's not-
case, I'll tell you, yesterday I told you all the meeting links are there in the teacher's handbook. All the meeting links.
Yeah,
Okay?
I tried clicking on them. It didn't work.
Okay,
They
in that case, what you can do, the initial part you have missed, right? So what you can do for the initial part, you can join in the 3:30 or 5 p.m. session in case if you are free. And in case if that is also not possible, what you can do is you can view the training videos in your teacher's handbook itself.
Okay, the training videos are there.
Training videos
And
are
yeah, and the second query that I was not able to save the links of the assignment that were given yesterday.
It is all there
So-
in your teacher's handbook, ma'am.
Okay, the assignments are also there. Okay,
Assignments
that's
are
good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Maria.
Hi, I forgot to mark yesterday's attendance. Is there any chance that I
You
can?
can mark it today. When I
Today.
give you the attendance sheet, you can mark, first you can mark it for yesterday and then you can again submit another response.
But in the attendance sheet given during the previous, in
The date you have to change, just that. Just have to
Okay.
change the date.
No, I tried doing that today in the attendance sheet given by the other ma'am in the other room. But then the date starts from November 1. Like in, yeah, November 1. Like 30 and all is like not there.
1 second. This is the attendance sheet.
Yeah.
You can just click on the up arrow and go to
Okay.
31st October.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, can I take the questions in the chat section, please? Because these are questions which we can answer at the end of the session also, right? Okay. Otherwise, your training will be delayed. So it's better to take those questions in the chat section. So how's the energy? Yes, all of you can unmute and say. So how are we feeling? Energized? Hi.
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 Very high.
Good.
Hi.
It was
Hi.
great.
Fully energetic.
Very energetic. Very high. Okay. Basically, I think Divya ma'am has added a lot of energy. Adult demo was like more of, thinking and brainstorming. I know it was a little heavy on the side. On the, if you have not marked the attendance of meet, when I will give you the attendance sheet, you can mark there. Okay. You can go to the previous date and mark. But just make sure that you have attended the trainings. Okay, now I think I can change that. Now you will be able to see what others are writing. Okay. Just message to everyone in the meeting. Everyone will be able to see. Okay, great.
Ma'am, just one thing. Can I speak?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know, was there a different breakout room for the junior and the seniors one, or
Yes.
was it? Oh,
Yes,
and
I
I was
was in the
supposed to be in
adult
the
one.
seniors, and I got into the juniors, and I thought that it would happen for everything.
It was not the senior one. It was the adult one.
Yeah, the
Senior,
adult
yes.
one, yeah.
Yes. So
So
you could
now
not view the adult one, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, what you can do is you can use your teacher's handbook. All the training videos are there, and the demo videos are also there. So you can view.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much. I'm okay with that.
Basically, teachers, you need to understand the structure of the questions that that a teacher needs to ask, right? So whatever demo you are observing, make sure that you understand and you observe the structure of the questions which are being asked by the teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Okay. What is mock? Yes, I'll come to that. Don't worry. So
Hi,
let
ma'am.
us, yes.
One question, ma'am. If by any chance we can't attend the session by tomorrow, can we have any chance to attend it some other day?
No. You'll have to, yes, you can. It's not like you cannot attend any other day, but it will be shifted to another week. So it's better to inform the training team. Just send a mail to the TX training and what is slides 3 and 4 in the assignment question? Slides, which slide, which day assignment are you? Okay, we can talk about the assignments at the end, right? Avneet, I think everyone can unmute themselves.
So, can I just say something?
Yes.
So what has happened is that when you open the assignment, Before that, you have in the handbook, you have the slides also, but in the assignment page also, you get an option to open the slides, and that was confusing. So what I had done in mine, I had collated both and used the one that was given in the handbook, and I used the other one as well. I mean, I did a mix of both.
Both should be same, I think.
No, they one is written in words, and one has graphics. But the one with the graphics is very short. There are just a few words, so it's very, I mean, difficult to tell. I'm being very honest with you. So that is one thing, if that can be clarified. What slide 3 and 4 are,
The
because
content
with
would be the same.
no, I understand that is true. The context
Only
is roughly the same.
Roughly
So
same. So basically, when you are into the demo sessions, you have to use the new ones. That is the teacher handbook link which are given, demo resources. Those only you have to use. It's better to follow them while you are taking the demo.
okay, because the Willow link.
Yes. Ma'am, you are again not
Hello.
audible. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now you're audible.
The Willow link also gives you a script. That's what happened.
I don't think that script will be very different from the ones which are different.
It is actually, it's graphics, and then it is very difficult to tell which was, I'm being very honest, 3 and 4.
In that case, I would suggest you to follow the Willow link as of now for the assignments part.
Okay.
Yes, this is for everyone. I would say, even I have not opened it. So if the Willow assignment link gives you a script, or it gives you any kind of instructions, please follow that only. We will not use the demo PPTs which are already there in the teacher's handbook. Let's use whatever is given in the assignment. Okay.
No, I am facing some problem with ESP.
Sorry, who is this?
I'm Keerti.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, from 2 days. Yesterday it was okay, but day before yesterday and today also, I faced that the videos which are sharing on the screen, I'm unable to see that. I'm listening the audio, and it is visible on my taskbar also, but when I am clicking that, it is not visible to me.
I don't think that should happen.
Yes,
You are
ma'am.
trying to switch between two windows, isn't it?
You are visible to me, but when you are sharing some screen with me or a video with me, I am able to listen you. I am able to listen the video, but not able to see that. It's showing on my taskbar, but not able to watch that video.
Oh, right now in the session?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
right
okay.
now also.
Is your network fine? Just check.
Yes,
Ma'am, can I say something?
Yes.
Actually, the same thing happened with me, but I refreshed it. When you click on the refresh link, the icon beside the link, the whole thing that we have, it will get corrected again.
Where?
I'm
Where? I have
trying
to
to help.
refresh it.
I'm trying to help.
Yeah, can you write that in the chat section so that others can also see?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Preeti ma'am, can I say something?
Please go ahead.
Hello?
Please go ahead, Sonal ma'am.
Yeah, Preeti ma'am, the same thing happened. Today's, I don't know, somehow the recording, the voice and the technical thing is really hampering. It's good. Mehul is saying that you refreshing, he got it better. But to me, I'm not really getting the voice. Even right now, few moments before also, your voice was really low and down, and suddenly it has came up. So there is nothing wrong with my internet connectivity. But I think the videos are, since it has started, it was happening. And that's what even I wanted to share, that it is not happening technicality or video presentation or a recording is something somewhere is not good.
I'll just request you all to go to your Google or your browser, type speed test by Ookla, test your speed of your network connection, and then you will come to know. It is only
I did it. I did it. I already did it before you say.
What is the speed?
Speed is of course 70. It is 100 Mbps I have. So which was 100 Mbps speed car. I was really getting more than 100, 130 and 40.
So what we can do is in these kind of anyone who could view all the videos and all the audios, just raise your hands or give a thumbs up. Will be fine. Swati says it is fine for me. So in that case, ma'am, what happens is for most of the teachers, it is fine. So I can understand this might be very, disturbing sometimes. So what we can do is the parts where you have missed, you can just go ahead and check in the teacher's handbook once. It will be a revision.
Well, Preeti ma'am, please do not take me other way around. I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing that this is
I can understand
today.
this
and I was not about to bring
I'm
up
not
the
saying
thing.
that you are complaining. I'm saying that in case if you have missed out something, what we can do is we can go back to the teacher's handbook and view the training video once again.
Correct.
So that
I have not missed out, but I was just sharing since everybody started talking about it. So I said, let me just vote for the same.
Okay, so most of the teachers, it was working okay. So I just checked, like, is it like majority could not view it and it's really a problem, then I could have done something, but I think most of them have viewed. So in case if one or two teachers or a few of the teachers are having problem, in that case, what we can do is we can go ahead and just watch it once again. So that can be one solution. I can only, try to give solutions. So it's okay, no worries. Even if you have missed it, no worries. You always have an option to go back and okay, so shall we start?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry to disturb in between, but I have a different question.
Yeah. Please name yourself.
Yesterday, yeah. Am I visible? No?
Name yourself.
I'm Arpita. Arpita.
Please go ahead.
Right. I had a problem yesterday while going through the assignment. The assignment is that we have to record a demo, just based on the training that we had yesterday. I just wanted to clarify, if we record that video, that demo, will that be evaluated, and how to improve that, will those be given so that we can...
Assessments are not evaluated.
It's just a practice.
It's just a practice for you.
It will only be a practice then.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Now, shall we start now, teachers, if you allow me, because it's again getting late. It's 12:38 and you will tell me that, ma'am, we have to go by 1 p.m. So I don't want to delay you all. Let's begin. We are almost, we have covered the adult demo and the junior demo. Now we are going to cover the art of giving feedback. Okay, back to my glasses now. So, okay, just a second. Okay, great. So, why do you think we are discussing about feedback? Why is feedback so important? Why do you think feedback is so important? To evaluate, to discuss the areas of improvement, the progress of the student, to know what needs to be improved. Feedback helps a learner take the final call. Okay. Okay. Learner will also be able to understand the areas of improvement. Eye opener for the student. Eye opener. That was a nice one. Okay. Encouragement. You can submit your assignments today. Assignments are not evaluated, so you can change the days also. No worries. It's just for your practice. Feedback is the ladder and barometer for improvisation if required. Okay, wonderful. Gives opportunity. Great. Okay, Shama, can you please unmute yourself and can you tell me why are we discussing about feedback here?
Yeah, because feedback is very important and it is the last step. That is, when you tell about the child and the parents also give a feedback about you, how the session went. So this is how, when you get to know whether the enrollment is about to happen or not, is it going to materialize or not? See, we all are working for the enrollments only. And I guess feedback is one thing with which we can judge the parent or what is going on in their mind. I agree to all the answers that have come here, giving opportunity, eye opener, everything. But basically, it tells us the inner feeling, that is what is going, in the mind of the parent, whether they liked it, they approved of it or not. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shama ma'am. That was very nicely explained. Yes, of course, it also helps in building relationships, genuine relationship. Not only relationship, but genuine ones. Because it's not like, oh, good, 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 all good, good. Okay, no, all bad, bad. No, nothing. Nothing of that sort. We are going to tell you the exact and the honest feedback about the learner so that it helps you to build an honest and trustworthy relationship. It's more transparent in that case, and also to know the areas of improvement, right? So we at Planet Spark actively try to create opportunities for the student to receive feedback at every point in time. So you could have seen that after the first activity, there was a short feedback. After the second activity, there was a short feedback. After the third activity, again, there was a short feedback. So every now and then we are going to give small, short feedbacks. This is the reason why we need to understand what kind of feedback is important and how to give the feedback, the art of giving feedbacks. Great. So let us begin. Let's discuss a time when you received a feedback and it really helped you. So let's try to be very specific and write in the chat section the one feedback that really had a lasting impact on your life. And let's write what was that feedback, who gave that feedback. Let's be very specific. So what was the feedback? Let's write what was the feedback. So Neha says her father gave a feedback that you can handle any situation by yourself. Very good. A congratulations letter by HRD Minister for excellent academic performance, Megha Goyal. Okay, great. So I think feedback is something that changes you, isn't it? So a kind of feedback that really brought about a change in you. And that's a lasting change. Vandana, okay. Charlene, my first editor and I was told that in order to learn and grow, you need to ask the right question. Taking constructive criticism is something that helps you better overcome your shortcomings. Okay. Student from Australia, Shama, texted me, ma'am, I still remember you for the kind of change you brought in me. Okay, that's a feedback. Great. Class 2 teacher gave me a feedback that I need to improve my handwriting, and then I practiced a lot and I improved. Oh, Shilpi, I can so resonate with you. Truly speaking, my handwriting was, I should say, it used to look like as if I have drawn some cartoons, and some cartoons which have gone bad in my English copy. And then I was given lots of negative feedbacks. What will you do in future if you write like this? You look like an illiterate person has written something. And that time I was in class 4. I was quite grown up. Class 4 students are quite grown up. Then suddenly I had I can say a cousin to me, and whom we used to call as Bhaiya, and he came to my house. He was just checking my copies, and then he went through my English notebook and my EVS notebook, and he said, you can write very nicely. See, your D is so nice. See, your T is so nice. You just have to, a little bit of slanting you can do, and don't move your hands when you are writing. try to continue your writing. Okay, so try to practice with the, so that time when we were growing up, we did not have this practice of, you know, curved lines and slanting lines and all those things, continuous lines. Then he told me to practice continuous lines first. And then he tried to tell me that you write C, 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 C without leaving your hand. So this is how he gave me a very constructive and a very specific feedback, which really helped me in improving my handwriting. So that was one feedback I got, and it really changed. So Shilpi, I'm with you. Okay. Bharti ma'am, don't just glance through all the pages, just concentrate in a single thing. You can really do well. Okay, wonderful. Vaishali ma'am, I am very comfortable when I'm talking to your communication skills. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Great. I can see all the positive feedbacks coming in. So I'm sure you must have got lots of positive feedbacks in your life. But Rafia, I always get a feedback from the parents of the children to whom I teach. They're very happy the way I teach them. The child improves. Okay, great. So that's a positive feedback. Great, wonderful. Asking questions in between makes me understand the concept easily. Yes, Nilofer. So we all in our lives must have faced some negative feedbacks also. Some kind of criticism that really broke us down. But then there are certain feedbacks which are really healthy. See, there will be people around you who will always say very good about you. Oh, you look so good. You teach so well. You have such a good voice. You do it so well. So everything is good about you. But the real feedbacks, I believe, in fact, we all should agree to this, that real feedbacks are the ones which are healthy, but which also talk about the areas of improvement in yourself. And that's a true constructive criticism that we should be giving. Now, we as teachers, we can see the shortcomings of the learners, be it a small child or a grown-up child or a teenager. All the cases, we might find out a lot of things which are going haywire, going, you know, chaotic, wrong things. I remember in one of the training session, I think somebody asked me about the personal issues that a child is probably fighting with. If you find, so you might be facing a lot of things. We as teachers, we as mentors and guides, we need to understand how to convey and what to convey to the learner, which really helps him throughout and not, you know, makes him feel bad about himself. Okay, it does not break him, but it makes him. Okay. Yes, real feedbacks are the ones where we have a scope of improvement. Relatives will always give you feedbacks, and they are not feedbacks, they are just comments. Just so you get it from this year and you take it out from this year. Okay. Great, wonderful. So what do you think makes a feedback useful? Let's see a small cartoon and let's see what is happening over here. Let's reflect on this. Let's take a little bit of time and then watch this funny cartoon, and then let's write on the chat section what is exactly going on here. Okay, Swati, yes. So what do you think? What is lacking in this feedback? Feedback should be specific. Wonderful, Arpita. Yes, feedbacks needs to be specific. Okay, so Manushalini, we are not going to understand from the learner's perspective. We are going to understand from the perspective of the person who is giving the feedback. Misunderstood the feedback. Okay, on what domains he needs to be better. So in this cartoon, you must have observed that the mentor is saying, good presentation, it can be made better. And the person says, oh, sure. And now what has he come up with? He has just made the font size bigger. Okay, so I'm going to share a Menti link with you all. Give me a second. And let's write down in the Menti link what makes a feedback useful. Let's take 1 minute time and write it down. Please use this Menti link, open it, and answer the question that has been given there. Yes, the feedback is not clear. The issue is not properly mentioned. Absolutely. Thirty seconds more. Okay. Let's see some of the results over here. So I got almost 1,304 responses. So, so the old responses are also added over here. So most of the answers, they say the genuinity of the feedback, keeping in mind that it is progressive rather than criticizing, which makes a feedback actually useful. Yes. Appreciation, suggestions, genuinity, specific. So I get specific. Then I can see some of the answers are saying that tell what are the positives and then state the negatives and what particular points can be done in a better way. So that means how can we do the things better? That is one more. And one more thing I'm looking for. I'm still looking for. One more point, which is there, but it is not explicitly written. Something that is not hurtful, but improves the learner, right? It should be specific, constructive, timely, goal-oriented, and empathetic. Okay, empathetic. Fine. Yes, Mirona. Helps nurture healthy relationship, encourages adaptability and resilience, fosters confidence and empowerment, promotes continuous training. Yes, develops self-awareness. Okay. Yes, it should not be destructive. It should be constructive in its nature. So let's see some of the features of a good feedback. Here we are going to learn about the SAR framework. What do you think this SAR stands for? Let's write in the chat section. One, though, you already know. S. It's very easy. We all have discussed a lot over this. S stands for specific. Absolutely. A stands for accurate. No. Action. Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. A stands for actionable. What actions do you need to take in order to improve? And R stands for. Okay, no. Not relatable, not realistic. That relatable is already there in specific, isn't it? If it is specific, it has to be relatable. Reason, resolution, anyone? I have not yet got my answer. Okay. Realistic, no. Report, no. It's respectful. R stands for respectful. The feedback needs to be respectful. So specific, actionable, and respectful. Okay. So let's understand what is specific. Give evidences. I think I have been saying this from the day one, that whenever we are giving a feedback is an opinion. An opinion should always be backed up by evidences and with proper reasons. So tell the learner what worked well, what was the good part of your speech or the activity that you did, and what could be better. Give exact, snippets or give exact examples of what could have been better. Actionable. What could you do better next time? So probably when you were saying this particular sentence, no, you can use your hands a little more, okay? Or you can show it with your hands, like it was a beautiful rainbow on the on the clouds, right? So you can use your hands when you are explaining something. So usage of hand gestures is good. And finally, respectful. When you end your feedback, you end it with a positive note. So well done. Say for example, her name is Disha. Well done, Disha. It's really good to hear from you, and I hope I hear more stories or more speeches from you, right? So something like that. That's respectful. Let's see a student in the class. Okay, once we view this, we will be trying to model the feedback for Anargya. Okay, the boy's name is Anargya, and we are going to watch this video. Please observe this video very carefully, and then we shall model the feedback for Anargya. 1 second.
Once upon,
it's not audible. Yes.
Using our hands and face and eyes. Do you think we'll be able to do that? Maybe. Oh, we'll give it a try. And you are going to do that. I'll just take it one. I'll just tell one sentence and then you'll pull it off. Once upon a time, in a mighty island, there was a. What was the beginning of the sentence? Quickly tell me if you remember.
Once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from human's reach.
Yes. So, once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from human's reach. Now, Anargya will tell me the story.
Nobody, but mighty.
Okay. First thing, is the video visible and audible to all of you? Just write in the chat section. Not visible properly. Okay, I think only for Vineet and Vaishali. Only audible. Kirti. Kirti, I think you have some settings done in your Zoom. Just check the settings. Because see, if I share a slide on the Zoom, if that is visible, the video should also be visible.
From humans.
Can you confirm now?
Yes. So, once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from human's reach. Now, Anargya will tell me the story.
Nobody, but mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near it.
Use a hand.
Now, if I keep it in this window, no, it will be very short. It will be very small. You won't be able to view the teacher and the, okay, let me try if I can show you this in, in the YouTube. Wait. Probably that might work. .49. Okay, now just please write in the chat section, is it visible or not? First, tell me whether it is visible or not. Kirti, Vineet, and others. Only Kirti, Vineet, and those who are. Okay, yes, Vineet, great. Okay, wonderful.
Then a teller, then you have to include your hands also. To do that?
Maybe.
Oh, we'll give it a try. And you are going to do that. I'll just take it one. I'll just tell one sentence and then you'll pull it off. Once upon a time, in a mighty island, there was a. What was the beginning of the sentence? Quickly tell me if you remember.
Once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from human's reach.
Yes. So once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from humans' reach. Now, Anargya will tell me the story using the.
Nobody but mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near it.
Use your hands. Nobody.
Nobody.
Hmm.
But mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near the island.
Okay, he got to know there's a lot of treasure hidden in the island.
But there was a problem. A mighty soul named Angelica guarded the treasure.
Okay, you need to change your voice, baby. You need to change your voice. You need to use your hands because that is body language. That is very important when you're telling a story. All right. So how would you do that? Quick.
But there was a mighty soul that guarded the treasure, so Pirate Blackbeard could never get it.
Okay, this much is the video. Now tell me, let's model a feedback for Anargya. What feedback will you give to Anargya? Let's model it in the same manner as I told you, that is specific, actionable, and respectful. How will you write the feedback, or how will you give the feedback? Please make it specific, actionable, and respectful. Urvi, that is very short. Make your feedback, model your feedback. Okay. Write the full feedback, what you will give to Anargya. Let's take 2 minutes and then write it. Okay. So your time starts now. Take your time, think about it, and then write. Swati, very nicely written. Use the name of the kid. And also try to add the areas of improvement. Rashmi, you cannot do everything for the child. Let the child do it. Okay. If you try to ask the child to imitate you, then the natural creativity will not come out. Okay, Mirona, it is good. You can be a little more elaborate on that, but it's good. So time is up. Okay, Priyanka Mishra, child is energetic. Let's try to have a conversation with the child directly. Anargya, you are very energetic, dear. You just need a little bit of guidance for expressions. Okay, so what we can do is, we can do this, we can do that. Okay, so this is how you frame it. Okay, Shraddha, nicely written. Renuka, okay. Can we a little more elaborate on the specific part? Okay, I still do not find a very specific feedback. You have given reasons, that is correct, but I am still looking for some of the feedbacks where exemplification is also done. Okay, Zara is that's good, but still it needs more evidences. Phrase. Okay, Frederick, yes, nicely written. Okay. Many of you are writing baby. I would refrain from using the word baby if probably some of the children, you know, they don't like themselves to be called as baby. Okay, so we can refrain from saying that, but it is okay. If you have built that rapport with the child, you can. Absolutely. Shall we try more with body language and voice modulation? We can do that, Jayasudha, but in that case, you will be having to make the child again say the story once again. So you have limited time and you have to finish it off, right? So you have to immediately give the feedback also, and then you have to move on to the next part. So that's also important. Good job. Now let's try once again. This time, Anargya, you use your hands and face, eyes and voice modulation to make it more impactful. You're doing great now. With this, you will be excellent. Okay. Use your hands, face and eyes. Where do you want him to do that? Okay. And when you are saying good job, what is the good job? Where was he good? Which place he was good? Okay. Be specific. That is what specific means, isn't it? What part was he specific? When he was saying, mighty pirate Blackbeard. So when he said that, he used his voice modulation. Appreciate him for that. Okay, now let's stop writing. Now I am going to read out a small feedback for Anargya. Okay, now let's stop writing. Let's listen to what I'm saying, and then we'll decide. So when I read it, you have to tell me which part was specific, which part was actionable, and which part was respectful. Wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said the first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. I think what could be improved is more, you know, you can use your hand gestures more a little bit, and it will help you become more confident also, and others will pay more attention to you. Okay, so next time we'll use our hands. So next time I would want you to both use your voice and your hand gestures when you are narrating the story. Overall, it was a wonderful work, Anargya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. Okay, now here, what are the parts which are specific, what is actionable, and what is respectful? Let's find out. You want me to read it again for you? Yes? Okay. Wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said the first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, and that will help you become more confident, and others will pay more attention to you, right? So next time, I would want you to use both voice and hand gestures when you are reciting the story or narrating the story. Overall, it was a great work, Anargya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. Yes, Kalpana, mighty pirate Blackbeard comes under specific. Okay. Modulating is specific use. Hands is actionable. Final part is respectable. Okay, Nilofer, yes. Very nicely done. Absolutely, yes. Nupur, correct. Okay. Use of hand gestures to be more confident and seek attention is actionable. Yes, because you are giving reason. Why should you use your hands? Because you will look more confident then. Okay, so you give reasons to them. Otherwise, why should I use my hands? Okay, so they know the reason now. The particular sentence used by the child was quoted with same energy, and then the suggestions were given so that the child understands what exactly to be corrected, and he is also appreciated, and he also feels good that he is being appreciated for what he did. Okay, so good. Very nice observation, teachers. Great, gives a response. Okay. Respectful overall best. Okay, fine. That was the respectful part. Yes. First part is specific. Hands is actionable and respectful is positivity in your approach. Great, wonderful. Absolutely. So let's see. My feedback to Anargya is, where is it specific? When I say, wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said mighty pirate black beard and you stressed on mighty. That was very nice. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, because you will look more confident and others will pay more attention to you. Actionable would be what you should do the next time. Now, can you see the teacher has picked up examples from the story or from the speech itself to make sure that the child understands that, okay, here I was very good. This part, I think I can do better. Okay, so that cluelessness will not, that ambiguousness will be removed, right? So when we say great job, it's always a good feedback. Very good. But when you say great job, where did he do the great job? That we need to be more specific. For being specific, what we can do is we can use correct example. Okay, relevant examples. Body line focused on enhancing speech into Navy. Okay, very good, Sucheta. Shaheen, yes. Neha Saxena, yes, absolutely. Looking forward to hear more stories, yes. And that is appreciating, isn't it? Let's practice giving feedback now. This is the end, and there are 3 cases. I'm going to show you all the 3 cases. I'm not going to create breakout rooms because that creates a little bit of chaos. So I would rather refrain from doing that. I'm going to show you 3 cases, okay? You can pick up any single case. So Rudra's speech is there. This is the senior one, senior demo. And student in grade 6, okay? This is also a senior demo. And the last one is a grown-up learner. So I would like to do this grown-up learner ones because this is a little different. Senior demos you have already observed and you have heard lots of feedbacks also. So let's do it with the grown-up learner. It will be interesting also. Okay, so let's see.
And I stream on PUBG almost every day. I have always wanted to improve my English, so now that I have the time, I'm finally signed up for class.
Is it audible? Kirti, all these videos, all these links or the presentations are there in your teacher's handbook.
Online.
Okay, great. Okay, now it's your turn, Pranu. You need to remember all these 4 steps. Okay, so now you remember how you gave your introduction in the starting when I asked to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
You told, I'm Pranamika and I have a daughter and I live in Assam and I teach. It was just a simple introduction. But now you came to know all these 4 steps, right?
Okay.
So remembering these 4 steps, can you again give an introduction?
Okay. Yes, I'm Pranamika. People call me Pranu, and I am born of Assam, and my education was finished at Assam, and now I'm doing my job in Assam, and I know Assamese and Hindi clearly, but I wanted to learn English fluency. And now I'm teacher, but I'm language teacher in Hindi teacher, and and I have a daughter. I spending many times with playing with my daughter, and I like to listening music, and I bake cake, and I'm reading. I like to read. I like to read novels, and spending time with my friends.
Okay, okay.
Yes. So this was, what was the name of the learner? I hope. Let me see how much attention you were paying. Anamika? Are you sure that was Anamika? Vishwajit? Oh my God. It was Pranamika. Okay, it was not Vishwajit. Vishwajit was the name in the... Okay. So, Vishwajit was there in the, so you are not wrong. You're not absolutely wrong. Vishwajit was there. I just went ahead and, checked it. Where was Vishwajit? Even I missed it. Vishwajit was there in the part where she was reading it out. The introduction part where she was reading it out. Yes, it was Vishwajit. But the lady was Pranamika. Okay, great. So let's take out 2 minutes and write down our feedbacks, and then we shall discuss. What feedback would you give to Pranamika? Aditi, let's write directly what you would say to Pranamika. Okay, let's write it like, okay, Pranamika, you were really very good. And this is how you are going to say, as if you are writing a conversation. Now, I will request all of you to open your teacher's handbook once you are done with the feedback. Open your teacher's handbook. Okay, Vaishnavi, without any fillers and so much confidence, but I see you must improve your body language. Okay, can we say it like this, that I think we need to work more on our body language, on your body language and your eye contact, making more eye contact, and also improving your fluency. But the feedback is very correct. So it's specific also, it's actionable, and at the end it's respectful also. No worries, we both will work on this together, and one day I'm sure you will rock it. Very nice. Great. Charlene, very nicely written. Okay. Vineet, you need to add the areas of improvement also. Okay. Okay, you are okay, fine. So you are saying that what could be improved in the content. Also talk about her fluency part, because she was not very fluent. right? The pronunciations. And so you can talk, do not say that you do not have the correct pronunciations. You can directly say that we can work on your fluency. Okay, Priyanka Mishra, very nicely written. Very nicely written. Good. Now, those who have already done with their feedbacks, please open your teacher's handbook. Open today's presentation that I have shown you. Nice try, Pranamika. Okay. Mirona, you can be a little more elaborate, but the sequencing is absolutely correct. Swati, I think it is a continuation, no? From the earlier one. Okay. Okay, Jerlyn, instead of using the pronunciation part, we can just say that we can work on your fluency. Fluency, wherein we have to work on the pronunciations of some of the words like education. Then you can give the example. That's very nice that you have mentioned the mother tongue influence. And very nicely, the person will not be offended also. So very nicely explained. Very good. Pranamika, you are speaking good. It was a good intro. However, need to work on your pronunciation skills and be more lively. Okay, examples. Jarleen, very nicely given. The examples are very specific, like for the word, for example, the word education. How should we pronounce it? So that is the example that we need to give. Very good. Sucheta, nicely written. Pranamika, you did fine. Okay. Pronunciation. Okay, great. Debolina, fine. Teacher's handbook link again. Okay. I'm giving 1 second. Teacher's handbook. Paste it again. Okay, Nancy, don't get into let's do it together again. Okay, because you won't be having that much of time to repeat one activity again. Okay, so you will have to, what to do with the teacher's handbook? Please open the presentation that I showed today. Open the presentation, you will see slide number. Please go to slide number. Okay, I'm telling you the slide numbers. Please go to slide number 59, 61, and 63. We have done the 63 number slide. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen. If you can see the presentation, there are 3 cases. Case 1 for your practice. Case 2, please try to view the videos, watch the videos, and try to practice your feedbacks. Okay. Please try to practice the feedbacks. Slide number 59, 61, and 63. 63 we have done just now. So 59 and 61 we can do at home. Okay. Sharon, okay, great. A little more elaborate would be fine. Amrita, very nicely written. Very nicely done. Okay. However, a little bit of examples you can include, like the words like education, how could you pronounce it, and all those things. Junior demo PPT, Preeti, in the teacher's handbook. It's there. Just go to demo related sources and you will get it. Number C. I cannot provide you as of now. We are still left with the training. You don't want to know about your mock evaluations? Yes, that's the third part of our training session, and that's the end. Mock evaluations, teachers, what are these 3 mandatory steps to come live, to be onboarded? Okay. Before you start taking live sessions, these are the 3 steps, mandatory steps to be completed. First one is mock 1, which is related to senior demo. There are questions, there are different questions which will be related to senior demo. Mostly, I think it is slot confirmation call and all those things. Mock 2 will be junior or adult demo. Now you can ask me that, ma'am, why junior or adult demo? It is because junior, if you want to give the mock for the junior one, you can give it for the junior one. If you are more confident with the adult one, you can give the mock for adult one. Again, this is not the final choice that you are making. It is only for your evaluation. And mock 3 will be a senior demo. There will be different questions from the mock 1. Okay. Now, detailed how-to videos are already there in the teacher's handbook. You go ahead and check it. Why do we have mock evaluations? So that you can practice before the real demo class. Each individual will get a dedicated feedback from the team for the mock evaluations. And the team will be able to analyze the patterns. You also will be able to analyze the patterns, and you can understand the support areas also. Okay. So we will also understand where do you exactly need help. So probably after you complete your mock evaluations, if you are through, then you will be getting onboarded. If you're not, then probably you will be prescribed some more training in the coming week, and then probably you can give your mocks again. Okay, is it clear? Sushma, very nicely written. Okay, however, you can include a little bit of examples, like which word she did not pronounce correct. You can be a little more specific, but very nicely written. Please repeat. What do you want me to repeat, Barkha? Why do we have mock evaluations? It's all on the slide, you can see. You get to practice before the real class, because directly, facing the parents and the children, and, sometimes you'll not understand how to handle the situation. It's always good to practice, isn't it? So before that, it's good that we practice, and you will be evaluated. You will be getting a dedicated feedback from the team. And third, we can also analyze the patterns, and we can understand where do you need support, so that we can, just find out that, okay, fine, so we need a little bit of support over here, right? So if you are not through with the mock evaluations in the next week, you will be probably prescribed some more training, and then you can give your mock evaluations again. When are these due? Please take a note of this. Mock 1 is the senior demo, not the senior demo. There will be different questions regarding the senior demo. And mock 3 is also of senior demo. That is, deadline is Monday, 7 p.m. Deadline. Okay. So there is no start time. You can do it now also, but the deadline is Friday, 7 p.m. Estimated time will be 30 to 45 minutes, and it will again be a Willow assignment link. Mock 2 will be again junior or adult. You have to choose any one. Okay, in your teacher's handbook, the mocks are given. The junior as well as the adult one. You have options there. Time slots 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Basically, you can complete it anytime before 8 p.m. And the mock 3 will be senior level, Monday, 7 p.m. Again, Willow assignment. Mocks are there in the teacher's handbook. Can anyone read this for me? Neha, can you please unmute yourself? Teachers, please pay attention. Neha, can you unmute yourself and read this for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the F you're asking for?
Yes, yes.
Okay, about video courses and mock evaluations to get onboarded on the sorry, actually the font is a bit slow, so I need to look at this. So yeah, thank you so much. About the video courses and mock evaluations to get onboarded on the PlanSpark platform, that is to be able to teach on the platform, please complete the video course and the 3 mocks. Please note that these are all mandatory steps. You will be onboarded only when you qualify all the 3 mocks, video courses, assignment.
Now, here, thank you so much, Neha. If you can see clearly, it is said over here in order to get onboarded on PlanetSpark platform, that is to be able to teach on the platform, please complete the video course and the 3 mocks. Please note that these all are mandatory steps. Now, there is a video course assessment. There is a form. Click on this, you will get a form. You have to click and you will find a form over here. This is a video course form. You have to complete this. Okay. And then coming back to the teacher's handbook. 1 second. Then you have mock 1. Friday, I've already told you the deadline. Friday, 7 p.m. Mock 1 is it has been given to you. Mock 1 will contain questions from the senior demo. Please use the links below to see how to give mock 1. I'm doing this. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm reading out from the teacher's handbook. So mock 1 is a Willow link, which the link is given here. You have to click here and you have to give your mock. Okay. On Friday, its deadline is 7 p.m. Before 7 p.m., you have to complete it. Mock 2 is you can choose to attempt. It is very clearly written. You can choose to attempt either junior or adult. Don't give both. You can either take the junior one or the adult one, mock 2 based on your preference of the age groups. So it will be totally based on your preference. Mock 3 will be done before Monday. Okay, you can do it on Sunday also, but the deadline is Monday, the next Monday, coming Monday. Mock 3 Willow link is also given. This is also a Willow mock. Any support you need, there is a link over here. All the links are given in the teacher's handbook. More than one mock or one is enough? Can we later choose both senior and adult? Are you talking about the second mock too? That is mock 2. What do you understand from this? Either junior or adult. This is not a final selection that you're making. This is a selection you are doing for your mocks. Yes, you can do. Dinah, you can do it. Nupur, the video form today morning itself, we have already submitted. That video is the assessment. No, sorry, the Willow assignment. Yeah, that's the Willow assignment. That's not the mock evaluation. Rafia, yes, compulsory to attend all the 3 mocks. It's written here. Please read. Nilofer, no. This Friday, not next week. This Friday. It will start from this Friday itself. So tomorrow is 2nd of November. 2nd of November will be the last day of your training. Willow on phones will be very difficult. Also for PlanetSpark, for being a PlanetSpark teacher, you need to have a laptop. So I would rather suggest to you, it might get disqualified if you use a phone. You will be doing Willow assignments and the calls, and you know the drill, right? So the calls will be coming, the messages will be coming, notifications. It will disturb your assignment. You will be recording your video, right? Can I do the 3 mocks together tomorrow? I don't think so. Okay, James, I'll just confirm this if you can do all the mocks together. I don't think so because the deadlines are divided into 3 days. Otherwise, it will be difficult for the team also to assess. Attendance sheet first and then take questions. Shubha Mittal, I need to make sure that you have understood about the mocks. Okay, if before I discuss about the mocks, if you leave, and then if you have questions after that, it will be very difficult for me to answer those questions. Okay, again tomorrow. So then in that case, tomorrow I will not be taking any questions on mock. Will that be fine? There are reasons for everything. Okay, so there are no questions from your side, but there are questions from others. But once everyone sees that attendance form has been given, there is a tendency, okay, I've filled up my attendance and I left. After that, the things will, crop up in your mind. And then you will ask questions tomorrow. Feedback. Attendance and feedback form have been given. And the mock evaluation also I'm giving. Not mock evaluation, sorry. The assignment, I'm so sorry. Assignment and the quiz. Please keep yourself on mute. Sharon, yes, if you have any, like if you are stuck somewhere, it's good if you can, watch the video once, take examples from there. Video form, Renuka ma'am, it's there in your, this one, in your handbook. Please check your handbook. It's written to get onboarded, please complete the video course and the 3 mocks. So the video course is given and then the 3 mocks are also given in the teacher's handbook. For the real classes also, we need to choose any one of the class. Yes, you will have to. You will have to. But in case if you are taking adult as well as junior, I think you can take. All the demos will be on your page and then you can see the grade. Okay, you can see the level of the demo and then you can accept. If you see that this is adult, no, I will not accept. I want to only the junior ones. You can accept the junior ones. Okay? So it will be visible to you which level demo is it. No. Assignments are not to be disqualified. Okay, I'll just stop.